So you guys are gonna have to really step up tonight and provide the colored commentary that I expect.
You are asking much of the both of us.
The moment you started cracking, the moment I'm like, yeah, he can't keep this up.
I fucking expect anything.
One of us is almost always silent. The other is almost always silent. So, yeah, we're
Yes.
going to fuck up.
Yeah, no, I know. That's why. That's why I started laughing.
Oh, hi, Cass.
Oh, Cass
Great,
is
it's
here.
even better.
Excellent. Let's
Salvation.
go.
Salvation has arrived.
Wait, what's happened?
It's me and
At
you,
Max,
Kaz.
Ant and Max have
Together
died.
forever and ever again.
Indeed.
Ant and Max died, so now you will have to take their place and be the one talking 90% of the time.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
fuck.
It's gonna be great because we already do that in general, but Max tries to stop him.
Oh, great.
And now we won't have Atten pulling me in every direction besides reading fanfiction.
Congrats.
So now we'll be able to read terrible, terrible fanfiction and scar everyone's brains.
How terrifying.
Yes. That is the point. You know, I will say the Domino's cheesy bread has undergone a qualitative improvement.
Oh, improvement.
Cool.
Yeah. Like they've put a significantly more amount of cheese bread into the cheese bread.
I mean, that's good. I don't usually get anything cheesy because they changed the cheese to more fake shit for cost cutting in Australia and used to be more real.
Really? Only in
Yeah.
Australia then? That's crazy.
Yeah, it doesn't taste
in
good.
America,
It doesn't taste good anymore. It used to be really good for really good price, and now I mainly just got like chicken and side stuff and stuff without cheese in it because it just actually tastes off.
Really? That's crazy.
It's been like 2 or 3 years. Two years ago, changed. Oh, it's plants cheese. It's vegan cheese they're using.
Oh, in Australia?
Yeah.
Oh man, you guys are so fucking cucked. It's insane. Holy
Since,
shit.
yeah, it's for 2 years now.
You poor bastards.
I mean, we're in Australia, so we're poor bastards anyways, but now it's even worse.
Exactly.
One of the bright lights. But hey, at least I'm not a Ramna fan with trying to get part of it stolen by certain people.
I looked in the chat as soon as you said that. God damn it.
Yeah, I found that online of recent post.
God damn it. You know, here's the thing, right? It's always been a little bit of a problem. But like
listen, I just want to know why out of every character would you want to take Haposai as like a symbol for you?
You know, it's a good question. And I honestly have no answer for you. It's just honestly baffling.
Also, I've got a Venn diagram that really does explain this stream pretty well for the people in it.
Oh no.
Bad MS Paint Venn diagram of the stream.
I
Wanting
appreciate
to commit
the
terrorism, knows how to commit terrorism, wants to keep society functioning.
I appreciate the what skimmet terrorism is just by itself. It's not even really part of the diagram.
Well, I mean, because honestly, at the end of the day, the people that are committing terrorism are usually fucking retarded, and they don't
Yeah.
actually know how to commit terrorism.
Yes.
True.
So, you know, it works.
Mm.
Fair enough.
What do you think Domino's would do if I was like, cheddar cheese left, feta cheese right?
Oh no, one of these people.
They should do it, but they also might spit in your food.
Yeah, I know. Alright, so I'm gonna go with hyper extra cheese pan pizza. I think that's gonna be a right amount of pizza and bread. I think that's good for tonight. I think that's
Well,
what
if the
we'll go with.
CIA and FBI needs patsies to keep their jobs, why am I not getting paid for that? Huh? I should at least be a paid patsy.
Yes, I do want it delivered to this house. Yes. Let's go. No, I don't care about the children inside of St. Jude's. $28.
Oh, sorry, I
Why is the
dropkicked
fuck
those children in self-defense.
Speaking of crazy shit recently, did you guys see the bust on the wannabe shooter who had a car full of guns, and one of the guns they had was a fucking sawn-off M2?
No, I don't think I saw that one.
Yeah, because they were like posting about how they were gonna shoot places up online, and so the police did a no-knock raid on them, and they were like, "Oh, what? Pikachu face?
Mm-hmm.
What?"
Oh, so they're just extra retarded. Got it.
Yeah.
Mm.
$14. Why is it $14? So I mean, starts at $7. I have an extra $7 of fucking cheese on there. Bullshit.
Clearly, you do.
All right, fine. We'll adjust the price. Let's go with normal cheese. Normal amounts of cheese then. Just give me normal cheese. How much is that price? Okay, that's more in the expected realm. For some fucking reason, they were gonna charge me an extra $5 for putting more cheese on it. The bullshit. I could order a second fucking pizza at that price.
Why not?
Well, I don't want that much pizza.
Ah, fair enough.
Understandable.
But don't get me wrong. I changed the amount of cheese, but I mean, I'm still putting cheese on it. I'm just not putting an
Copious
extra
amounts.
pizza's worth of cheese.
All right,
Yeah.
I got a nose reaction. I won tonight.
What?
Oh, what? What did you fucking post? God damn it, Cass.
Doesn't Domino's have an any pizza for $10 deal going on? Not that I'm aware of.
That post I won.
Oh shit, are they really doing that still? Oh, fuck me. I'm not seeing that.
Yeah, that makes sense because that deal is $13 to $14 for me. So.
Oh, here we
yeah.
go. Yep.
Right there.
Okay, you know what? That's some good shit.
Mm.
Begone, I banish ye pizza from my deal. And then I will, I found the $10 deal. Thank you, Armand. Might not be up north. No, they were doing it. It was just they weren't doing they didn't advertise it until I went deeper into the deal listings.
Mm.
But you know, so
What
I ordered wings over, right?
Mhm.
Delicious wings, honestly. But man, the delivery price is just getting so fucking obnoxious. The
Yeah.
price to have it delivered between the taxes and the fees and the tip was the same amount as the price of the fucking food. I could have ordered
Nah.
that same amount of food twice for the price of getting it delivered. And I was
Yeah.
like, I almost, like, I almost went and picked it up myself.
Mm.
But it was 45 minutes away. I'm not driving an hour.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, I've stopped ordering food for like fucking 2 months now. Partially for money wise, but also partially because it's just not worth it for one meal when I can make something like some sort of bake or something and last me 3 to 4 days.
Oh, absolutely. 100% agree. The problem here, though, is that,
I need to refill my water.
let me retract my mind here. The problem is that I am out of food in my fridge.
Ugh.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
Yeah, I'm not one of those fucking retarded millennials who's like, oh my god, I don't know how to cook. I'm just gonna fucking order delivery every single day. Oh, why do I don't have any money? Oh, it's capitalism's fault I don't have any money. No, I
Yeah.
know I know how to cook. I regularly have been cooking for myself to cut down costs for over a decade now. I just like ordering food on Fridays.
Understandable. I get pizza every other, well, I'd say month at this point. Usually when my family goes out,
Everything
so
is
it's like, yeah,
closed tomorrow? No, it's not.
I work tomorrow.
Yeah, the grocery stores aren't closed.
Yeah, they're gonna be open, dude. They'll close early, but they're gonna be open.
Yeah,
Probably.
yeah. Excluding specialties and extra large pizzas, topping of 7 applies. 6 if you choose a pan or New York style crust pizza. So I can get a large pizza. Oh, I can get a Parmesan stuffed crust pizza. That shit's the bomb. All right.
I like their garlic bread. Was it garlic bread or I forget garlic seasoned crust or whatever it is?
Well, the garlic season goes on it. Wait, what? Yeah, the garlic season goes on the hand tossed and Parmesan stuffed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I usually
Okay.
just get the pepperoni supreme, and that's enough to keep me fed for like a
So
day or two.
I gotta be honest with they're offering a gluten-free version of their pizza, and I'm just sitting here like, okay, but why? Right? But why? Like, who the fuck goes out and provolone cheese? There we go. Yeah, let's hit this up with the cheese. I want so much fucking cheese on this thing. Maximum toppings reach. Oh, cool. So they count as an extra topping. Okay, so that's how that works. Okay. Okay, I dig that. I dig that. So that counts as one topping, and then that counts as 6 toppings, and that's 7 toppings. Fantastic. I fucking love it. Okay, I'm understanding the system. People with celiac and wheat intolerance, well then don't order a fucking pizza. It's really fucking simple. I Like, this is the shit, like, oh, yeah, I want a low-fat version of my McDonald's burger, please. I'm trying to watch my weight.
Bruh.
Maybe don't order a fucking McDonald's burger. Maybe not
Bruh,
everything needs to have a air quotes healthy alternative out there, you know? I just really frustrates me when people are out here like demanding that these restaurants
how
offer
dare
a
how
hmm?
dare the meat
Yeah.
place not have a salad?
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
How dare this meat lovers paradise restaurant not offer salad options? It's like, well, why the fuck are you going here for a salad?
Because the salad is actually bacon and chicken and a whole. It's just a meat salad, by the way.
It's just a meat. You know what? You could probably do that too with like replacing lettuce with turkey.
Mm-hmm. Bacon bits, chicken,
Yeah, bacon bits, chicken. And then, oh, what would you put on this dressing? Barbecue sauce?
barbecue
mustard?
sauce, or honey
Honey
mustard,
mustard?
or even an aioli or something like that, maybe.
Yeah,
Honey
yeah.
mustard is pretty common,
I
so
could
just both
dig
an
that. A
actual
meat
dip and a
salad.
sauce.
Mhm.
Or dressing.
Meat salad sounds better than the meat cake I saw a picture of once. That looked disgusting.
Ugh.
That's horrifying. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Man-made horrors within my comprehension. Disgusting.
Yeah.
I
I
hate
might
it.
have seen it. I might have actually seen it in Cursed Food Channel of Science fucking server, actually.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go looking for it because I don't want to go into that channel, but yeah, I saw it.
Let's see. We're gonna go with the classic pineapples and jalapeno peppers, and we're gonna put some bacon on there, and some
If you're
ham.
gonna rage bait, unfortunately, I do actually enjoy pineapple on pizza during summer. It's really good and
Oh
refreshing.
no, I am a massive fan of pineapple on pizza, especially if you put jalapeno peppers on the pizza as
Yeah,
well,
yeah,
because
because the
then
pineapple nut
it
goes well.
contrasts. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's delicious.
What
I'll
I
eat the
don't
whole fucking
understand,
thing. Yeah.
what I don't understand is the gourmet in air quotes, pizzas that have pumpkin and spinach on it.
Okay, so I don't really understand the spinach myself, but I have had a pizza that used honey and
Mm.
prosciutto, and it was really fucking good.
I mean, honey goes really well with a lot of things. Honey pepperoni, spicy pepperoni, honey glazed pizza is really fucking good down here. If you find a place that does it good.
See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, what are we? Someone put extra bacon on there. Yeah, just put more on. Okay, yeah. Just put more on. I want more. I want so much fruit on this fucking thing. Actually, we're even gonna get rid of the ham, and we're just gonna get feta cheese. I'm gonna put some feta fucking cheese on here. Yeah, this looks delicious. Okay, so yeah, I think this is gonna be a banger. Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I honestly don't have anything to really crash out about that's happened since like Tuesday because it's just been like it's been a shit awful day. My coworkers are gone. My manager is being replaced with a new guy. It's just really generic stuff. It's not really anything to fucking, crash out over these days. But nothing's really happened in the news. No drama slop has really happened. I mean, things are starting to slow down. Maybe because it's so fucking hot out, people don't have the brain
Yeah.
power to, be retards.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just gonna get rid of the stuffed cheesy bread because I just ordered 2 fucking massive pizzas, and this one, they're gonna make me fat and also feed me tomorrow. Oh, right, yeah, Infant's back. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
That's not a
alive.
crash out. That's a
He
congratulations.
lives.
Yeah, it's not a
Yeah,
crash out.
He lost a nut. He lost a
He
nut,
appeared on
but he was
side
born
server.
with 3.
Yeah, apparently he had 3 nut, and now he has 2 nut.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Hey,
but
Neil
he's
the Seal's
alive.
back as well.
Yeah, so
You know
everyone
what,
make
Neil?
sure to
Wow.
@Infant in the chat and congratulate him on surviving.
You know, it's weird how Infant returns just as Neil the Seal does as well.
Curious.
Is Infant wreaking havoc on the streets of Tasmania?
So, this is going to be a little bit more expensive. But these are some pretty stuffed up pizzas. So, I have confidence in them.
You getting a dessert as well?
Of course, obviously, I'm getting some of the absolutely delicious cookies.
Nah, nice.
Yeah.
To me, the brownie's the best, but the cookie. Wait, we've already gone over this. When I brought out the brownie, we went on for 40 minutes. Never mind.
Well, no, see, here's the thing, right? Is that the cookies are the brownie.
Yeah.
Or are you talking about the lava cake?
No, the brownie cookie.
Yeah. That's fucking delicious. Holy shit, it's like cocaine.
Why is it that whenever fucking the people who care about us staying nice, like Atten and Max and all that, are here, we go off wild, and when they're not, we talk about fucking cookies and brownies?
I don't know. Like, I don't know.
Ages.
He's just, I don't know. Maybe they're aggravating factors.
Is it them?
It must be them. I think it's them. I think they are the aggravating factor in this, and as I was saying, make sure to @Infant everyone.
Right. And if he replies, I'm gonna ask, where's
Ah, shit! Now we gotta talk about slavery.
Yep.
So, I forgot it was Friday.
Yeah.
Why did nobody ping me?
We did.
Sneaky pinged the chat at least twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we were pinging Infant.
No,
'cause he was
I
like-
see 7 pings for Toaster.
Yeah, make sure to ping Infant. Yeah,
Yeah,
ping
he's
Infant.
alive. So
He
we
is
gotta ping him.
alive.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
the chain must grow.
We also realized
As
that we
chat
only
requested.
Yeah. We also realized that we only talk about bad shit that makes you guys keep us quiet when you guys are all here. When you're not, we talk about cookies and brownies. We
Yeah.
think it's you guys doing it.
Yeah, it's definitely your fault.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, Sign is probably currently melting or being rendered into tallow. So,
Deserved.
he's not showing up tonight, I don't believe. So everyone will
Man.
get a free Sign L because he's definitely done some retarded shit since then.
Plus,
so yeah,
every
just
you
go
said
ahead
last week, every stream he doesn't show up is a free sign out.
I mean, like, look, he's done some really retarded shit that I didn't give him an L for, and,
Yeah.
quite frankly, he's had so many banked L's that I'm not gonna give him shit on the weekdays he is here.
That's fair. Also, is it weird that my view of fucking Sign of what he looks like is the Goblin King from The Hobbit?
Oh no, I mean,
is
hold on, let me find the meme. Hold
unkind.
on. I'm so glad we have a Sign
But
memes channel
deserved.
where we just make fun of Sign.
He shoots us some on the foot so many times we had to make a channel and memorize it.
Yeah. Hold on. It's a really old one. Hold on. It's gonna have to be in this channel. And it's gonna be images. Sloop is a boat.
That is still wild. Especially how he went 10 seconds of going slop with an extra O, sloop, slope.
Slop.
It's just I think the
Slop.
randomness that just like
Wait, sloop is a boat.
I think it was made it better as it was just like he said it in the moment of silence. It's just like so it made it worse.
It really did. It really genuinely made it worse. Where it's just like moment of silence. Sloop is a boat. God. What the fuck? Oh God, man. Some of the memes we have in here is just
Special.
it is something, yeah. The silence retard, a better retard is talking.
Yeah.
Come on, we definitely. Okay, that one was a good one.
Which one?
Here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which meme are you? Which meme are you looking for exactly?
I'm trying to find the one I generated of sign of what I think sign looks like. If he ran as a politician. I don't know if it got purged in the era where we were purging Thunderdome.
If it was posted in Thunderdome, probably.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't know if it was. It's a very old meme, but I don't know how.
Yeah, I'm looking through the memes chat, but from the oldest, so I'm not seeing anything.
Yeah,
Man.
I'm looking up Camp Griff from images by images.
Yeah,
but,
I'm going through the Camp Griff images myself.
Same.
Relevant again, Gray and I.
The brain cell put. Oh.
Yes. Every single time we get together. Oh, that's another page. Oh, that's another 3 pages. How many are we actually at now?
I think like 35 something.
30. Rookie numbers.
Oh, there we go. Neil the Seal has returned. That's what happens. Yeah.
Same time as Infont, like I said. They could be the same person.
They could be the same person.
Mm-hmm.
You never know. Yeah, no, then it was probably unfortunately purged. But at least we do know, thanks to Sign, that Sloop is in fact a boat. Oh
Yeah.
yes, that one's a hood classic.
Holy shit! Has it literally almost been an entire fucking year since we posted that fucking abysmal dog shit meme? God damn, time flies.
That's right. I was talking with my manager actually because he's like, "Well, what can I do for you?" And I was like, I haven't had a performance review in a while, and I was like, he's like, "Oh, well, those only happen X amount of time." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm still trying to get over the fact that it's been 6 months into 2026."
Yeah.
Like, I am. Time has lost all meaning to me. Your order is in the oven. Hold on. It took you 6 minutes to make that pizza? Damn. My bad.
I mean, yeah.
Anyway, so gentlemen, what do you guys feel like hearing about today?
Uh,
Hmm.
not sure.
Curious.
All right.
Hmm.
Now, since Nose isn't here, I
Yeah.
suggest
Mm.
we avoid anything that would traumatize him. Because we want to save that up, right?
Harry
True.
Potter it is.
Yeah, old classic. Are we going regular
Jesus
or the shitty crossovers?
The goon of Twilight. Holy shit! Oh my god.
Is this on FFN?
Yeah, of course it's on FFN.
I can't tell because you still got Final Crashout on screen.
Where
I
else
know.
would it be?
I mean, he's been checking out some space battle stuff.
That's
lately,
true.
so-
We have been visiting space battles.
Look at Final Fantasy. I do not
no,
give
no.
a shit about Final Fantasy.
The
could
problem with
not
Final
give
Fantasy,
a singular fuck about the 15th Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
and the other problem with Final Fantasy is it's just like it's either someone's dog shit attempt at fiction or like at their personal little fan fiction, or it's just gay smut.
Well, no, it's worse than that, actually. The Final Fantasy section is filled with 3 types of stories. Story 1, gay smut. Story 2, somehow me being in X world of Final Fantasy improved it. Big doubt. Story 3, this is me and my friends, and we're in a guild, and we go on adventures, and then I'm just gonna go retell the entirety of the MMO storyline, except I'm doing it with my friends.
Huh?
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, pretty
Well-
much entirely correct.
yeah.
I have never seen this error before. When I tried to fucking enter Harry Potter crossovers, fanfiction itself seems to have stopped and saved me.
What?
Fanfiction.net error type 1.
Oh.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I've gotten that a few times. Just sometimes trying to get to the next chapter of a fic.
Oh, yeah, that big Squidward putting the nose on signal to noise.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this was another discussion I had with Sign where I'm proposing the term re-signonization to describe how all sign fics eventually return to NTR.
Yes. Haven't been wrong, so.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Sneaky, no, sorry. Force of habit. They're good ones. They're good ones. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Classics. Even. Bella's mysterious origins.
Why are we looking at
What
Twilight
mys-
instead of Harry
what
Potter?
mystery is there?
Because so the reason why I'm doing rated M ones is because I just find it really fucking funny. Because I just want to see how what the Twilight community is. Because I've read the series. It was okay.
Yes.
But
I read.
I
it
really
and
want to
50
see
Shades.
what the fan fiction is like. Because Twilight is the second largest fandom on FFN.
Is
Oh
it?
yeah.
Oh,
That's
2, 3,
depressing.
I think Naruto might be larger, but so it might be the third
444.
largest.
It's double. Naruto is
Re-
444. It's double.
Okay, so,
Twilight.
and Harry Potter's 800,000. So it goes Harry Potter, Naruto, Twilight. We
Yeah.
are the
And then it's
millennial website.
And then it's Inuyasha, Hetalia, and then Pokemon. It looks like.
Jesus. Well, I mean, so Twilight, Inuyasha, and Hetalia
Oh, no,
are all women.
No, Supernatural and Glee. Supernatural and Glee. I forgot about them.
Women and women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Women. God damn it, women.
If you could, so you basically, to search supernatural stories, you are required to put Sam and Dean on the relationship exclusion pairing.
Yeah.
And
And
that's
even
the-
then, you'll still get them because of ones that don't put them as a pair.
Well, not only that, well, yes, you'll still get them, but because of the people not putting them in a relationship in the tags. But you're also going to get the Dean times Castiel, the Sam times Castiel, the times Crowley fix, the there is so many tags that you need to exclude from your search history for a fucking supernatural fic. It's not physically possible to search for them on FFN.
Wait, I just realized that Bella's mysterious ogre.
Yeah, so anyway, like I said, so Twilight fans are a bit illiterate because, again, Twilight's a terrible fucking book. It's just a girl gooner story. It is literally the equivalency. It's an officially published girl gooner story. Never let anyone tell you different. There is nothing in the story makes any sense. I want to be clear here. There is not a single shred of plot in the story that makes any fucking sense.
Amazing. Bella's Mysterious Origins has bad grammar in the summary, and if you go on the first chapter, it is obviously ChatGPT.
Good.
Yep. Immediately. Just literally in the opening paragraph.
Natural stupidity and artificial
The
stupidity
pavement
combined.
shone under passing tires, and students moved in loose clusters, already settled, already belonging, like they've been here forever. Yeah, because they have been here forever, you fucking invertebrate! I'm so glad I've never seen more Supernatural than the Groundhog Day episode. No, honestly, Supernatural,
Good show.
I do recommend you watch it. Like, it's a good series.
It's absolutely doing 100 different kinds of drugs, but
like, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's a fantastic series. I'm not saying it's a great series. I'm not saying it's without its flaws. There's a lot of rough patches in the series. There's a rough patch where they're just starting out and they literally just have amateur writers writing it because they're all amateurs. And then they get better at writing it and the actors get better at acting it and then it gets pretty good. And then they kind of jump the first shark. And then they jump the second shark rapidly after that. And it's still pretty good. It's still pretty good.
Yeah.
It's still pretty good. And then the Leviathan arc happens, and you'll be unsurprised to learn that a bunch of the writers got fired and replaced. And so that's why the Leviathan arc happened. And eventually the writers get their feet back out underneath them again, and they start making better seasons again for like a couple more seasons, and then they're like, oh, I guess we gotta wrap this up now. We're running out of ideas, and then they have a rushed season, and then the final season was actually really good, but
the final season was good, but the ending was kind of shat the bed.
Oh, I just don't view the final episode as real.
Yeah.
I view the epilogue as real. How the entire series ended in the epilogue where they drive off into the sunset in heaven. I think that's real. But I don't view that episode and how that played out to be real. So it goes on the I broke my leg list under DBZ, One Piece, and Naruto. No, honestly, put it above DBZ and One Piece.
Yeah. I'd even put it above Naruto.
I put it above Naruto too, yeah.
Yeah, no.
Pre-Shipping in Naruto is better.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it is. But as a fan of all three of those, I can tell you it goes above all three of those.
Yeah. I don't remember. It's got its rough patches, but it's an enjoyable series.
Good. It's more consistently enjoyable than all three of those. That's the thing.
Yeah, pretty much. And really, it was just the Leviathan arc that was the really grating one, and it only got grating near the end.
Yeah, I still don't understand why the fucking thing was putting a bib on them made them eat themselves.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
That was,
I don't know.
and their weakness was laundry detergent.
Yeah,
Not anything in the laundry detergent, just the detergent.
You see, they are secretly nurglings.
yeah, it's just really there's a lot there's a lot of episodes that I wish went on for longer in terms of plot, and there's a lot of plots that I wish were only an episode.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But generally, yeah, Supernatural is honestly, I'm not saying like mainline that shit. I'm saying
No.
every Saturday watch a couple of episodes, an episode
Yeah.
or two, right?
True.
And then, eventually you'll get there, but that's pretty much
Mm.
like it's a good moderation. You're not watching too much, so you're not kind of like ruining it, but you're also not watching too little where you're kind of
Yeah.
dragging yourself through because like it goes from, oh, it's going to take me a month to get through this season to it's going to take me 2 months to
Yeah.
get through this season, and this season sucks shit.
Yeah.
Also, the actors are good actors. There's never really
Yes.
a point where you groan about something they've said or done and it's like that is not fitting, or those characters wouldn't say that.
Exactly. No, it absolutely, the actors did a great job. It's just the writers sometimes were fucking on drugs, and not the
Yeah.
good kind.
And not in a
Yeah.
good way. Not in
Yeah.
an Elder Scrolls way.
Hi, Max. We're recommending Supernatural
but,
Doom with the Killian Air. We're recommending
My headset
Supernatural
turned
Killian
itself
Air.
off while I was away for 30 minutes. That's not normal.
Mm,
Oh, no.
Anyways,
Now
what
you know.
have I missed?
Nothing.
not much,
we
actually. Yeah.
we were
Pizza
sitting
and
here
brownies.
talking about pizza,
Yeah.
brownies. Atten agreed slavery needs to be brought back.
That is not the case.
I don't know why Sneaky would lie about that. That's kind of fucked up.
We
Adam.
tried to find the AI generated image Sneaky made of Sign, but we couldn't, so I'm just gonna name him as the
Yeah.
Goblin King from The Hobbit.
Yeah. Sign's not joining us tonight because he's currently being rendered into tallow.
He's melting.
Okay then. Now,
Yeah.
what's this about someone coming back minus one of their nuts?
Infant's alive. Infant's alive, but
Yeah.
he's lost a nut, but he was born with 3 of them apparently, so he's got 2
We-
now.
So we were right, by the way,
I have
about the earthquake. He did get hit by
Yeah.
the earthquake.
several questions.
And apparently the earthquake crushed his nut.
hmm
But
Oh.
he had a third.
Yes.
Yeah, he was
third.
born with 3. God had a plan for him all along. God had a plan for him all along.
Apparently,
God, why
yeah.
did you curse me with 3 of these?
Don't
Oh.
worry,
Back up.
we'll fix it.
God
Back up.
in heaven. Patience, son.
Ah!
Patience.
So if you ever wanted to know human nut versus hydraulic press,
No.
I had a pretty good idea of how that was going to end, I think.
See, my son, that is why you were given the backup.
being born with 3 nuts, like, now that I think about it, being born with 3 nuts is kind of like when you are entering into a new room in an RPG and suddenly there's a bunch of healing items right on the table, and you're just like, oh,
About to face a boss or a fuck-ass enemy.
this is gonna
God
suck.
damn it, kill you there. God damn it, kill you there.
That's a surprise
Hey, he's
tool
not
that'll
wrong, though.
help us later.
Oh yeah, Max, you've got to at Infant because he's alive again. Everyone did it, even at.
Yeah, everyone has to add
Good job,
infant.
Why would I do that as a resident lurker?
He's got us
Your
there.
job. Even Atten did it.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's that.
Listen, anytime we're group annoying someone, I'm down to jump in so long as they're not in distress or actively cursing you out for it.
Mm.
So, what's the sign L for, by the way?
Oh, he's not here tonight.
Oh,
And
okay.
he's probably done something retarded that deserves it.
I'm sure he's fixing his sleep schedule again with another 8-hour nap at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
He was up until around 4 in the morning, so possible.
Of course. But yeah, we've
Mhm.
got Sign Owl. We've also got Bad Grammar and ChatGPT in the first story of Twilight. Bad Grammar in the summary and ChatGPT in the fic.
Yep.
It's quite
Which you
impressive.
can- Well, no, you can also tell that the author only wrote the summary because the summary is the only thing with bad grammar in here. Everything else was completely written by the AI.
Unfortunately, I
I
do not possess
don't-
ChatGPT.
I don't
Mm.
have bad grammar, but I do have the Chat GPT.
Oh, and like I told Adam, we figured out that we only talk about fucked up shit when you guys are here to silence us. Otherwise, we talk about cookies and brownies, so it might be your guys' faults.
So
Yeah,
you're
pretty much.
admitting to subconsciously wanting to rage bait us.
Yes.
And I think that's a
We don't mean
bannable
to.
offense.
We don't mean to. It's just when you're not here, we
It's-
only ever talk about dominoes and brownies and shit like that.
I'm with Max. I think it's a pretty bannable offense.
Unfortunately,
we
as the server owner, I am nepotistically protecting him.
Thank you, Lord Sneaky. You have my sword.
You don't have a
Don't you
sword,
mean
and even if
boomerang?
you did, I wouldn't trust you to swing the damn thing.
You're right, I don't have a sword. I bought an axe at Aldi.
Fair enough. But
It's for
yeah,
camping and chopping
so
wood.
the
I've got an
state of
axe.
Twilight stories is it's not great.
It's expected.
It's expected because like if we go in here, joined May 1st, wrote 2 Twilight
Yeah.
stories.
I'm surprised that there's any still being
Do we
Oh,
get
this is
unhinged
a real no. So no. So here's the thing: is Max, Twilight is basically now embedded in the female consciousness as a safe, horny, preteen teen girl story.
preteen? Thought she was a teen. I missed something.
Bella is a
about
teenager.
the-
Bella's
I'm
a
talking
teen.
about the reading demographic.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was mostly preteens.
Preteen to
Riding that
teenager,
wave.
yeah. It's a safe, horny girl slop, gooner slop story.
Yeah.
And they all want to sit there and you know, depending on how old you are, they all want to sit there and imagine them in various stages of Bella's life. You know, he's the cute boy at school, getting pregnant with the rich guy. You know,
And that, do we? We've looked at Twilight. Do we get uncomfy age gap because Cullen was born in 1901?
I mean, I'm actually just gonna give uncomfy age gap in general, yeah, because just like it's not even because of Edward's age, just like everything that happens in Twilight actually makes me uncomfortable.
I'm
Werewolf
gonna
got him from
argue
Unborn
that
Child.
I wouldn't have an issue with it if these was college. This is a dude nearing 100
Yeah,
cosplaying as a high schooler.
yeah.
True. And then
Who's
you've got the
like
werewolf. Then you got
15
the
or
high school werewolf
16.
for that imprint on Unborn Child.
Yeah, then the werewolf imprints on the unborn child, and the reason why
Yeah.
she was able to get pregnant in the first place is because she had sex in the hot tub, which thawed his balls, allowing his 100-year-old sperm to impregnate her.
Yes.
Because that's how all of that works.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I'd love to try and argue to get an author knows nothing and an author barely fetish. Because talking about
But-
Twilight and
I'm talking about canon.
Yeah.
I know that's though the author of Twilight doesn't know shit and is barely hiding her fetish of the canon.
Honestly, actually,
She-
here's the thing: is that I don't actually think Twilight was Stephanie Meyer's fetish.
No. I don't think so either.
If you actually read Stephanie Meyer's works, which I did, all of them, I personally think her first series was better than Twilight. And that was 110% her fucking fetish.
Yes. I read it, but I can't remember the name of it.
The Host.
Right.
It's honestly like a sci-fi alien species invades humanity, but actually a civil war happens because humans are so chemically unstable that the parasite species kind of loses their way, and ends up fighting themselves, when they invade
That shit's
humans.
funny, and I love it.
Yeah, right. But then there was some definitely fetish
Even if
stuff.
it is just Parasite.
Even the parasitic aliens were kind of fetish-like in some of the way she wrote it, if I remember right.
Well, the fetish stuff inside it was like the fact that the female main character has a parasite in her brain, and the parasite pretty much is always is written to be basically the optimist, the conceptual optimist. The parasite wants to help everything and make the right choices and help people and yada yada yada. And she, the real main character, is this beaten down, haggard girl who let life get to her. And so it's kind of so there's that of like, oh, I just wish basically a switch could be flipped and I could just be this totally different person effectively. So there's that, or the parasite. The parasite's obviously a fetish in of itself. Then there's yeah, I learned, by the way, I learned about that because of Animorphs when I was a kid. I was like, oh, cool. Well, have people written their own Animorph stories? And that's how I learned that the Yeerks were a fetish for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Was the Host
But-
also fan fiction? I wonder. That she just.
No. Well,
no,
maybe.
no, she was
Original, I'm pretty sure.
it's
50 Shades-
obviously original. I don't think it's based on fan fiction because the parasite species is completely like basically the opposite of the Yeerks. Like totally the opposite. They are a tier 3 Kardashev species. Tier 2 Kardashev. But their technology is so fucking beyond everything that they've already created a universal cure-all for all forms of medical malady. And a genetic cure-all as well. Of just, yeah, you take this and your genes get fixed. You take this, if your fucking leg's been chopped off, it grows back. No side effects, no downsides, takes like 15 minutes. Yeah. Apparently, the one caveat was that you had to be alive. Which is weird because, but anyway.
I say, not a particularly large caveat.
No, but it is a very weird caveat for medicine that can apparently regrow your leg, but apparently you have to ingest it. And if it's applied to someone who's died, it doesn't fix the thing that killed them.
Yeah, that is more than a little weird.
Yeah, so it's like normal medicine. I can totally understand why, obviously, it wouldn't work on a dead person, but like you've basically invented a medical cure-all that can even fix genetics and shit, but it doesn't work on someone who just died. But anyway, point being though is that it happened. It's real. It's there, and they just go around to all of the worlds being like, hey, your world is sad because you don't have a cure for everything. So we're going to invade it and make civilization nice and happy for everyone, obviously, with us controlling your every movement. But we're going to make civilization nice and happy for everyone and fix everyone's issues and give everyone a house and give everyone a job and basically, she wrote Utopia. The actual, real Utopia. The Utopia that no one knows about when they're talking about Utopia, and the origin of the word Utopia. The British original book, Utopia. Which, isn't quite a utopia. I don't know if you picked up what I'm putting down there on that one. Not happy, fun for people to live in the original origin of Utopia. Because the original origin of the word Utopia is a book called Island Utopia that describes a form of governance in where the government, by committee, chooses your entire life for you. You know, and I mean your entire life. I mean, they pre-schedule when you're going to take a break. They pre-schedule when you're going to eat, what you're going to eat, on what days. They pre-schedule who you're going to have sex with, who you're going to develop relationships with, who your friends are, what your aspirations are, what jobs you're going to work. They schedule all of it themselves. Because they are the government, and they're here to help. And obviously, the only way you can have a truly peaceful and safe and prosperous society is if the government decides for you everything. That is the origin of the word utopia.
Mm-hmm.
Estimated delivery time 8 o'clock. Cool. But yeah. So anyway, the host clearly was meant to be the first in a line of books, and I'm sad that she didn't write them. Oh wow, that's crazy timing. Hello. All right, thank you. Take care. Holy shit, it's fucking beyond hot out.
Hooray, heat wave.
Yeah, this heat wave's gonna hit them soon in Europe.
Yeah. We actually got a little bit of a breather in the last few hours down here because we actually had some storm systems whip up and suck up
Oh,
some of the
we
we're
had
about
a
to have a
massive
megalithic storm. Yeah, we're about to have our own megalithic storm up here. In about a couple hours. It's gonna storm for the next like 4 days. Just fucking pouring. Oh, cookie. So good. But the reason ultimately why she didn't continue writing the host is because she wanted to be a popular author. And the host, no one gave a shit. It was a decent book, but I don't know anyone who knows about the book. Besides Kaz.
Mm.
I say I've sure
It
never
was
heard of
alright.
it.
Yes,
It was
today's
all
the
right. It was
first
in my
time.
it was in my school's library, and I was bored, so I read it during high school equivalent.
I didn't even realize the host was by Stephanie Meyer until I looked at the author. Because the ending of the host is a massive sequel bait. And I was like, oh shit, that was a pretty good book. What, have they written the sequel yet? Let me look at the author. Oh, Stephanie Meyer. The
I know
Twilight
that
author?
name.
That's Stephanie Meyer. What? Yeah. Apparently, back in 2011, she did claim that she'd done a little writing on the sequels, but that was 2011.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it is unfortunate because book 2 was clearly going to be the Parasite Civil War, where the parasites who were rebelling against the utopic government started to work together with the humans who were rebelling.
Ah.
And it was actually a very interesting setup, because the whole reason why the rebellion happened on the parasite side is because of the resistance from the humans. And because they culturally are a very peaceful, friendly, optimistic species, when the humans started to rebel, they were doing human shit. You know, real thug life human shit of, oh, we're about to lose. They're about to, because, like, they were doing shit like tasering people and knocking them out and, non-lethal shit. And the humans were obviously fighting back with guns. And so some pockets of human resistance were about to, like, lose, or, some sort of sabotage happened or whatever. And they'd be like, oh, we're about to lose? Okay. Sets off bombs, blows up entire town. It's just like real human shit. And the parasites were like, whoa, what the fuck?
They're just like, oh, these guys ain't fucking around.
And so they started, like, basically knowledge tapping, knowledge mining the humans that they were controlling to be like, okay, well, we're about to fight the humans. What human computer I'm now controlling? What would the humans do if they're about to do this? And the more they did that, they effectively got compromised by human thought pattern and human chemical influence.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And so the parasite soldiers that were fighting the humans slowly became exceedingly more aggressive and tyrannical, and just generally really shitty people. And they were even bullying effectively the rest of their own species when this started happening. Because they're like, oh, well, you need us around because you never know when the humans might do something. And so they were actually starting to become dictatorship tyrants. So it was interesting. It was a setup, and they were doing shit, and I thought it was cool. And then they had a whole other problem in where it wasn't just militant humans that were causing problems now, and militant rebellious parasites, but near the end of the book, they were doing an outing where they were getting more resources, and they're like, oh, look at that couple over there, and they're like, yeah, okay, and look at their kid. Yeah, what about it? It's acting like a kid. Yeah. No parasite would act like a kid. That kid's not infected. That's an infected couple who didn't infect their kid because of the emotions surrounding the kid in their heads. And so basically the civilian parasites were also starting to be compromised as they reproduced human children and then got attached to the human children and didn't want their human children to become infected.
Yeah.
Man, those survival instincts are a real bitch for that governing body, huh?
Yes. Yes, they are. I liked it because it wasn't excessively HFY, but it was just enough HFY to be enjoyable. But point being, what I was trying to say originally, the reason Twilight's still going is because it is a cultural icon that girls read now as they're growing up. And we know this because this girl created her profile in 2024. She calls herself Unhinged Cat Lady, but the real truth is no millennial would call themselves Unhinged Cat Lady as a username.
No.
This girl is currently 15. She is a post-irony alpha generation. And you can you know this isn't just an author profile because they have 200 favorited stories.
Yeah. All Twilight.
All Twilight. So that is what's going on here, is that it's the reason why they're all so terrible is because it's a shitload of new female authors. Yep, here we go. Here's another one. Nikki Novels joined in 2023. She's 16 now. Twilight introduced me to fanfiction when I was 13.
By the Emperor.
I'm so good at this.
Oh,
Yeah.
that hurts.
Ever since then, I have loved reading and writing and creating worlds and characters. I love drama. I enjoy trying to write my own fanfics and original fics. I'm a busy girl, however, so I decided to start setting a time aside for this, because it's a hobby, yep. I tried it to write a couple of years ago, and I couldn't parse my stressful life enough to allow myself to truly enjoy it. So here I am, back again, this time with a broader understanding of what I personally like, as well as thicker skin. So you tried to write stories when you were 13. Other girls told you your stories were shit and started making personal attacks against you. And now you're coming back when you're 16, trying to write stories again. Because your life is so stressful as a 16-year-old girl. I believe it.
Yeah.
Oh, I totally believe it. It's... You know what it is? It's that UK police officer, Max.
Oh.
The one who didn't understand why she was punched when she was doing her job. It's like, lady.
Why did
that
the
the one that happened
person who
recently?
attacked my coworker punch me in the nose? You know.
We'll figure it out eventually.
Mm,
You know, there's some people I don't think ever will.
no. Yeah, here we go. Originally published 2023. Crossfaded. Bella's a good girl who got mixed up in some risky business when she meets Edward at a party.
Huh?
The attraction is instantaneous, and the pull is magnetic. Can she survive his fast-paced, brutal world, or will this good girl become a statistic?
What in the fuck?
Oh.
Who the fuck
Guys,
wrote
I
this?
think Generation Alpha is gonna be alright. Well, at least the ones who can read will be.
What in the actual fuck did you just say?
Holy
words.
shit. Oh god.
Jesus
Those
Christ.
were in fact words.
Those are crimes against reality.
And yet, here we stand, having heard them.
Unfortunately.
That kiss you wrote was so sexy. Yes, more please.
What in the fuck?
These fucking reviews.
Oh, that is
Mm,
disturbing.
I didn't like that.
No one did.
Oh,
Everyone
God.
disliked that.
Okay, who are you, PCCT Wi-Fi 23? Who is you? Of course, I'm a 50-something single mom. Of course you are.
Mm-hmm.
Of course you are. Of course you're sitting here reading Twilight fanfic written by a 13-year-old. Of fucking course you are. Oh my god, we found the female sign!
Only on the internet.
That is a cursed statement, Sneaky. Please never make that again.
Make it immediately.
Say the funny line again. Yeah, that's what we need to hear. Oh, if only Sun was here for that.
Joined in 2009. Oh god, yeah, you read like you're a fucking... Oh man. Yeah, you just put those links in there, didn't you? Yep. This is definitely a Gen Xer. Yeah. This is a Gen X millennial borderliner, yeah. This reads so differently. Admittedly, I was late to the Twilight Saga, dismissing it by thumbing my nose at it, declaring it to be beneath Bram Stoker's genius, without even reading the first page, because I always read the first page of everything. But when the movies came out, curiosity got the best of me. So I picked up a copy from Redbox. Oh god.
Mm,
The things
They're
we
citing the
lost.
ancient magics. Please stop.
They cite the before times.
At least they didn't rent it from Blockbuster.
shut up, Sneaky.
Someone needs to fire whoever's running the Merriam-Webster Twitter account.
What the fuck prompted that?
The fucking Twitter post. Why is it cancelled in the UK but canceled in the US. Well, that's because we gave them an L in 1776. So you gave an L to yourself?
Oh,
Oh, they gave an L to the UK. Okay. Someone still needs to fire this fucking person because the structure of the sentence is retarded.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Y'all still need to be fired for awful ambiguous grammar there. Also, the amount of people who are going to take that as fact and not understand that it was literally a cost-saving measure for the Telegraph is forever going to make me sad.
Well, it's a whole bunch of things, right? Because it's like the U never happened in America because the U was actually added to English words after America formed because they were trying to Frenchify it. The nobility, that was.
he is unfortunately correct.
Once again, a reminder that the United States Southern accent is a more accurate British accent than the current British accent.
True.
Anyway. Tasty. That fateful day forced me to put an all points bulletin on my Facebook.
An all points bulletin about what?
About needing someone to send me the Twilight books. A friend emailed me a PDF of all of the books within a minute. So you're telling me that Twilight is such peak female gooner slop that it's one-shotting 40-year-old moms too?
Yes.
I find myself entirely unsurprised by this knowledge.
I am entirely unsurprised by this, but still. It is,
And
you
Font
know, I don't
has
think
replied,
there's a
by the way.
Hmm?
He's
What?
replied. You
Who
summoned
replied?
him. Your summoning ritual succeeded.
Where?
I've been
Who?
pinged 9 times.
Oh.
Where merchant chapter from February?
He is indeed here. He is indeed him. Hey, I know you just had your balls crushed in a vice, but where's that merchant chapter?
Incredibly rude.
Right, so let's finish this up here, and then I have something to talk about for his story, actually, now that you've reminded me. Anyway. And as to say, the rest is history. I hadn't even read any new books in a few years, which is unheard of for me. And now I'm once again reading a lot, but it's mostly just fanfics of Twilight. I received a bachelor's in creative writing. Wow, what a waste of money, degree, and slot in a university. I have shamefully not used it in over 7 years because life just takes over. What do you mean? Why wouldn't you use your degree to earn money? What stopped you?
How strange.
I'm trying to post it for America Day. Based. I started a blog a couple years back to get me back into writing, but I never updated it because I kept feeling sorry for myself. Okay. I decided to get my act together and start writing some writing prompts. I vow to work hard and start writing again. Profile updated in 2021. Let's see, did they start writing stories? They have not started writing stories.
Oh
In the
no.
4 years since they vowed to start writing again, they have not written a story. What's that, Max?
Nothing. I was just flashbanged by a headline I wasn't expecting to see.
Ah, I see. I understand.
Yeah.
What headline was that, Max?
Well, so Taylor Swift finally got married.
Yeah.
And the headline that got me was Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce marry in ceremony officiated by Adam Sandler.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
I
That-
didn't know
that-
he had the legal power for that. That's interesting. I wonder if he
know-
charges for fans. If he even
that'd be
offers that
interesting.
for fans.
You know, had anybody asked me if I'd wanted to know anything at all about Taylor Swift's wedding, I would have said, why the fuck would I waste my time on that? I'll admit, I'm glad I learned that.
That Adam Sandler can apparently officiate weddings.
And that he officiated Taylor Swift's.
I don't know what any
why.
of us have gained from learning this, but we've learned it.
You know, we've gained a little bit of entertainment in our lives, and the knowledge that someday possibly Adam Sandler may officiate someone's wedding in this server, should one of us ever get married.
I am really confused. I don't know anyone who has pre-ordered GTA 6.
Okay, so Sneaky.
I've seen
Now, I want to be
online
clear,
people
this
who
is
have, yeah.
biased. I want to be clear, this is not like the most authentic survey, but IGN did a survey of, I think it was 2,000 people,
Yeah.
and over 70% of them said, "Yeah, I bought the $100 edition." Hang on, I'm trying to find. Just trying to find the actual numbers. Okay, yeah. Okay, so 1 week ago, they had a poll that reported that 70% of the people they surveyed said, yes, we're going to buy this $100 edition. I'm trying to see how many people they had. Okay, yeah. So they had just shy of 3,000 people respond.
Yeah.
Now,
I don't
that
know
is, of course,
anyone
not
who's pre-ordered it. Does anyone here know anyone who's pre-ordered it?
No.
No.
But
See, I've seen
mean,
someone brag about pre-ordering 500 copies, planning to make money off it, and then it went digital only.
No. They pre-ordered 500 digital copies.
Yeah, to be clear,
to scout.
Yeah, Rockstar made it very clear that you buying the case got you nothing. All you're getting is a slip of paper and a plastic case. There is no disc.
Mm.
There's a hole where a disc could sit if they gave you one, but they didn't. So I'm really glad that, there's a bunch of scalpers that are out money because they're too fucking stupid to read, which is great.
Well,
but
I mean, it's all digital. Just period. Even the disc you get's not gonna have the game on it. Because
right.
I think the highest capacity Blu-ray we currently have is 100 single-sided, so at best I think it could fit maybe 200 on a double-sided Blu-ray.
So what you're saying is that we're gonna be able to fit 1/5 of the next version of Call of Duty on a Blu-ray disc.
Hang on, let me
Probably.
check this. Max size on a Blu-ray.
But anyway, point being is that clearly the Gen X is not pre-ordering it.
That's true, but I don't
Gen
know what to tell you.
Alpha
Like,
Sorry.
doesn't
Sorry.
have money.
100 to 228 is the max capacity of a Blu-ray.
Okay, you know what?
Yeah.
So all of us millennials here have no one that we know that pre-ordered it. I'm gonna
that
ask
I'm aware
my
of.
Gen Z little brother.
Oh man. He's gonna send you his receipt so happy.
but yeah, like I don't know what to tell you. Sure, the IGN thing was just to put like IGN wasn't asking for receipts or whatever. And yes, this is the internet. It's fully possible that 3,000 people memed the fuck out of IGN and said, "I'm buying $100."
Oh no! See, here's the thing. I don't think people memed. I think IGN paid for bots to vote.
Yeah, okay. I mean, let me rephrase this whole thing then. Some form of tomfoolery occurred in this survey. Entirely possible, right? People memeing, bot voting, whatever, right? Non-authentic results. But these people are getting these numbers for money from somewhere, which presumably is coming from Rockstar? Like,
no, see, that's the thing, is Rockstar and Take-Two have not released any official sources, sales figures, income, nothing. No one in any position of knowing has released anything. The estimation of pre-orders and how much money they've made is all based on, and I quote, viral reports and financial estimations.
Okay.
So literally just vibes.
Yeah,
vibed that this game is going to be huge, so it's sold 5 bajillion copies. I was trying to find literally anything, and I just couldn't. It's all vibes.
I get you.
Yeah. 1/5 of your mother's bikini pic. Well, yeah. You had to have her, you had to have the image size the size of the globe to fit her in it. But, yeah. So, I'm seeing people claiming that there's been 50 million pre-orders of the $100 edition.
I was gonna say I've seen 39 million. I've seen 50 million.
I don't know anyone that's pre-ordered the fucking game.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I said, boomers clearly aren't. Gen X clearly isn't. I don't know any millennials who are. Gen Alpha doesn't have any fucking money. Gen Z doesn't have any fucking money. Who is pre-ordering this game? Reddit, apparently.
Yeah.
But the GTA torrents are going to be toxic as shit, and you're just going to have to stay away from them for so long. Unless you got a private dealer, you cannot trust the public GTA torrents. That shit is going to be so fucking poisoned. But, anyway, yeah, so the author keeps going on about, I love reading about a strong, smart, girl boss, snarky, yet sensitive Bella. I love reading anything about Edward. I can't explain why I get giddy over Edward. I just love Alice, but I hate it when she's painted as a high-pitched, squealing, overstimulated pixie. I hate it so often I've stopped reading fanfics because of it. I love stories where Bella and Leah are good friends. I don't know who the fuck Leah is. Alice is Edward's sister. That's what I remember that part. My favorite Bella best friends forever pairing is characters that I have no fucking idea about. Rosalie, isn't that her daughter? What? I love it when fanfic stories portray her being best friends forever with her daughter. Look, God, that's such a fucking female thing to say. Oh. You are a parent. You're not your child's friend. You are their parent. That doesn't mean you can't be friendly. It doesn't mean you can't be there for them. It doesn't mean you can't do things with them. But you are not their friend. You are their boss.
Mm.
And it's important you have to separate those two. Because I've seen a lot of parents of my generation and a lot of Gen X parents completely fuck up raising their kid because they felt they were friends with their child and they didn't want to ruin that friendship by disciplining them when they did something wrong. You're not their friend. You're their boss. Cat. Yeah, exactly. The woman explaining her life to the cat, and the cat is just sitting there suffering.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Even reading their profile is exhausting. She's an exhausting woman. She's a 50-year-old single mom who's gooning out over Edward. Man. Oh. You know, it is almost actually, it's almost worse than Sign.
Mm.
Because at least her goon target is someone who's twice her age, and not a quarter of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess. Sort of.
Still weird as fuck, though. But, you know.
Mm.
In a different direction. She's the other end of the horseshoe. But, yeah. So anyway, point being, though, is that the Twilight section is fascinating. It's fascinating in the horror that it unleashes upon the psyche. And who's still writing for it? Like, March 1st, Paul times Bella 006. Another author profile, but created back in 2013. One story posted, 5 stories favorited. So this is clearly a sock puppet they just remembered about. Wait, I'm sorry. Did you really post a story called "I'm looking for 2 stories? Can someone help me find them"? First chapter doesn't get to the point, I guess? Question mark? Or non-story?
Do I
Do
even
we have
have-
non-story still? I don't think we have non-story anymore.
I got non-chapter, yeah.
Oh, we do have non-chapter. Okay, yeah, then go ahead. Take non-chapter.
We got both. And we got both, right?
No, you don't get first chapter doesn't get to the point. You get non-chapter.
Got it. Because it's only one chapter as well.
Yeah. That too.
Wish could do all the spelly fetish, but this is all blatant fetish.
Yeah, it's all blatant fetish.
Haven't had a Patreon.
I'm not gonna give you female author syndrome because
It's
we
all
actually
female
haven't.
author.
It is all female author, but we actually haven't encountered a female author syndrome story yet, of where this clearly blatant bad guy is being whitewashed to be sexy and loving, but just for them.
Original fiction, no.
Let's see, no.
Randomly abusive to us, but that doesn't count because that's just the
No, it
stream in
doesn't count,
general.
Yeah. Yeah, basically. Yeah, you don't get that one. But yeah, I mean,
Dark.
it's just fucking crazy that this shit fucking exists. These people are just like, yeah, I just started writing. I mean, okay, admittedly, this person joined in 2019, which means they were probably born in like 2006, which means they're about 20 years old now. Welcome to my cozy corner of FFN. 17 favorited stories, 3 stories. I mean, it might be a sock puppet, but it also might just be they just don't like record a lot of stories. Like maybe they're just reading it and not favoriting it. I don't know. It's just what do you mean based off the hit Netflix hit? Stalkward, Edward Stalkward.
All right, I clearly came back at a weird time, gentlemen. I regret to report that I've discovered a sushi place near my house that I shall not be giving my custom to a second time.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
No. So if I disappear again, you know why.
Hmm.
The ninjas got me.
Not good.
No. No.
Well, I mean, and you are in the middle of the country, and the fish that are coming from the lake are none of the fish you will find on a sushi menu.
That is a fair point. But there is one place around my house. Well, I say around my house. It's like 45 minutes away, so I've been searching for closer options. I've been there twice. Neither time have I ended up with unfortunate consequences. Now, that may have just been me getting lucky on the gambles.
Okay, Azure Lane, I'm gonna need to ask you guys to calm the fuck down.
What did they do now?
What is it now?
So it's not hyper horny, but it is just like, did we forget there's supposed to be boats?
Share with the class?
Why is it a dragon?
What? Guys. I mean, guys, it's not... It's
This
not
one's
a
an
bad...
angel. And then apparently they're doing a crossover event with Nier Automata.
Well, yeah, we knew that. Listen,
everything does a crossover event with Nier Automata. That's normal.
Yeah, I know.
Yoko Taro's just whoring Nier out, and I mean, listen, good on the guy, I suppose.
mean, credit where credit's due. They did that. They did the 2B. They did the 2B.
They did, in fact, do the 2B.
They did. They made Yoko Taro proud of that, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that's why it got approved.
I mean, you know, the man's like, I like money and I like seeing porn of my characters. So this is an absolute win for me.
The man likes cute girls.
Okay, Junior has gotten back to me. No.
Oh no.
Neither
All right.
him or his friend group or anyone he knows has pre-ordered this game.
GTA 6 is probably cooked as far as...
Who the fuck is buying this game?
Scalpers.
It's gotta be Scalper.
Yeah,
Scalpers
and
actually
idiots.
purchased thousands upon millions of copies.
I mean, I've seen a post from a person who's, and they showed a receipt. They're like, I just bought like $1,000. I just spent like I don't remember if it was $1,000 or $2,000 on GTA, which in fairness, that could just be 20 copies of GTA 6. But
It
they're
is.
like, yeah, I'm gonna scalp the shit out of this. Woo! I'm like, nobody tell them.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm just
But I mean, here's the thing: if it's only scalpers, it's not gonna make its money back, which I would be thrilled with. Look. Rockstar is a massive studio. It employs lots of people. I do not want those people. Let me phrase that. I don't want 90% of the employees at Rockstar to lose their job, right? I don't want people to lose their job. But for the good of
I do.
the industry as a whole, GTA 6 has got to be a commercial failure that bankrupts Rockstar.
Okay, so a weather report on the pizza, by the way. Kaz, it came out beautifully.
Nice.
Now that is cheese. God damn. Let me take a picture. No, see, here's why I want everyone at Rockstar to suffer and get fired. None of the original Rockstar devs are still there.
That's fine. I don't care about the let me phrase that. I don't care that the original devs aren't that like there's a bunch of people that are working at Rockstar right now who have zero say in this stupidity, who have no ability to affect it, who are working for a paycheck because
Well, exactly.
they wanted to
If
work
they're
on
working for a paycheck, I don't give a shit about their job then. They're supposed to be artists. If they aren't working to make art, then they can go fucking die and go get a job at McDonald's. I don't give a shit if they're doing it for the money. If they're not doing it for the art, then they might as well just go submit their application early. Can I make the light happen? Why is there no light happen? Why light no happen? More light on, yes. There we go.
Sneaky, have you tried turning your gamma up?
Jesus Christ. I didn't realize I was supposed to keep my fucking phone on. Gee, there we go. Okay. And then I can send these images. Doop-a-doop. Sent. Those are some fucking pizzas. Let me pack this pizza away for the future. Yeah, all of the original artists at Rockstar are gone. It's just a bunch of I'm here for a job. I'm here to make my mark. I'm here to, be a girl boss, eat hot chip, and make TikTok. I'm not here for that. I'm here to play good games. And if every single game company has to be dragged out into the street and shot for that to finally happen, all right. Yeah, adult daycare. Yeah, I'm not paying for some fucking adult daycare. If they want money, they can go to do a real job. None of us are. Oh my god. Did Rockstar fuck themselves? Junior just texted me back. None of us are buying it because to pay an extra $20 to get a basic game mechanic made us all not buy it at all.
Oh,
Right.
that's bad.
There is hope yet.
The fact that Zoomers are kind of like getting basically getting pissed off to the point they're just not even buying the game because of shit like that is hope and
Well, see, here's the
surprising.
thing, right? Is that the reason why the over monetization lasted so long in the game industry is because most of the game it's two parts. So the original games that were over monetizing were all games millennials were invested in either as a series or as a company or as a FOMO thing, right? And then the millennials all got jobs, which means they could spend even more money on the shit they were already spending on, which turned the over monetization up even higher. And then you had all of the Gen Zers with their parents' credit cards, who, again, the parents were working jobs. So, again, they didn't really notice the impact on their money. But now that Gen Z is entering college and entering into the workforce, and they now actually have to pay for things themselves, they're looking at the over monetization and they don't have any sort of nostalgia for the games because all of it was over monetized bullshit. None of their friends can afford the games, so they're not playing it for their friends, and they have no allegiance to game companies. The game company allegiance thing, that's gone. No one cares what game company is making a game anymore. Only millennials care about that shit now. And so there's no reason for them to participate in the over monetization, and they can't even financially participate in the over monetization for the ones that want to. And so,
Yeah.
you know, and Gen Alpha is in the same sort of situation. Is not that they're paying for things themselves, but their parents are paying for those things, and their parents are looking at, you know, the hyper over monetization, and they're looking at their very, very low paying job, and they're going, sorry, Jimmy, no, we can't buy that. Sorry, Jimmy, no, I'm not giving you another $20 for Fortnite skins. And so it's no surprise that it's exactly what I thought. that they are not participating in this game culture that was being created by the corporatization and investorization of an art medium. The only way movies could kill themselves faster is if they started charging and they broke movies into parts. Oh, you watch the first part of the movie, you have to pay an extra $6.99 to watch the second half. That's the only way they could kill themselves faster. I mean, they're already killing themselves pretty crazy fast, but you know, that's for other reasons, like Supergirl, only earning like
Yeah.
50 million in the end.
I mean, yeah, we still don't know what it's going to earn, but yeah. And again, I even on my podcast, the other podcast that I do with my friends,
yeah,
my other friends, that
his
it's like
Max, we're not his friends. Did you just hear him?
I specifically
said
I edited
did the
it
podcast
to other
with his
friends.
Not us.
I edited it to other friends. Other friends.
Freudian slips are never wrong.
Oh, that's very concerning for people on this show, then. That's very concerning for a lot of people on this show. But yeah, like, everyone that isn't my brother who... I'm trying to think of how to say that. He's just a superhero simp.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, overinvested.
It doesn't matter what the property is, who it is. He likes them all.
He made liking superheroes a personality trait, yeah.
Yes. Now, in fairness, he did it way before the movies were a thing, so... But, yeah.
So
well, you know, at least his personality trait isn't calling things a fad because a VTuber did it.
Ooh. Yeah.
I'm never gonna let that one be lived down.
It should never be allowed to.
But yeah. No, that's fair, and I mean that's Jesus Christ. Yeah, so if this cuts out, it's because we are
Oh,
now
are you
having
getting the
giga
are you
fucking
getting
storms.
the giant storm?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I have a
Are you
giga
getting the
storm out
giant
here.
storm?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. It's shaking the windows and what? Yeah, that was up by me
Yeah.
about 2-3 hours ago.
Yeah, I really hope we don't lose power because it's still fucking hot as hell out. But yeah, so if the stream suddenly cuts off, it's because I just lost power.
Fair enough.
Noted.
There's always hope. That's smarter than I thought Zoomers would be. Zoomers aren't smart. They just open up their wall. The Zoomers are currently in that same stage that millennials were about 10 years ago, where they're like, oh, wow, that's a cool thing. Well, let me just open my wallet here, and then a fucking fly flies out of the wallet. Oh. Never mind. Looks like I'm eating sleep tonight. That's the phase the Zoomers are currently in. They're not smart. They just, they don't have the money to be stupid. Please look at my Dagoth scene. Okay.
No.
Written by AI.
Written by AI, yep.
Well, that's immediately not going to go well because there's a million people who write memes about Dagoth online, and that's what it all is. That's all that's going to be there. It's not
Never
the real
wrong.
Dagoth, it's just meme Dagoth.
One second, my wife told me to keep it down. Her boyfriend's here.
Huh?
I remember this episode. I'm pretty sure this was an episode, yeah. No, it wasn't. It was a fan art making fun of it. Holy shit, it is coming down. Oh, this is he just made this fan art? No, I'm pretty sure this is based on a real episode. I'm like 99% certain it is. How hard is it coming down? Holy shit!
Sneaky, I want you to know
I can-
we can hear
You sound
that.
like you're in a wind tunnel. Yeah, you sound like you're in a wind
Yeah.
tunnel.
Yeah,
We just
there's
heard
a
that through your
minor
mic.
amount of wind and rain right now.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
Opens up
Probably.
window. I mean, I'm fine. I have a river 20 feet below. So pretty much all of the water in the area goes into the river, and the river's a very wide river. So even in the most extreme rains that we've had rain like coming down super hard for a whole week, the river like went up like maybe 5 or 10 feet.
Huh.
Yep. Yep. Pizza time. Alright, so let's look at this AI Dagoth. I'm sure this will be
I think.
fantastic and certainly not horrifying. Uh-huh. 3,500 years, Heart of Lord King kept a single rhythm, Dagoth, clock of his godhood, the drum beneath his dreams, the pulse that he lent every sleeper on Rudderfell. Uh-huh. Rhythm never changed, so when it skipped, he felt it before any words spoke. Well, there's no real words in Elder Scrolls that besides the physical shield that's called a ward, but
Aren't 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 there the like the traps? You put a
yes,
trap on the
but
floor, right? But that's as
those
close as it gets, I think.
are landmine.
I know, but I'm saying like I think that's the closest it gets to like a ward.
Yeah, sure, but like that's less of a ward and more you setting up a string with cans on it and hoping someone walks into it. AI generated board, amazing. Nvidia CPU. Yeah. But someone had crossed the ghost fence. Not I mean okay, that's true. He does technically know everything that's happening inside the ghost fence. But that's less because of its a ward and more because it's all of his flesh. And he's connected to the flesh. The temple's doomed crusaders did and crossed it the way a man steps over a low garden wall. Why was wait. What? Okay. Yeah, that's a working metaphor. The citadels of his brothers did not stir. The ascended sleepers in the tunnels turned their long unfinished faces towards the passages, and the way again troubled like dogs hearing a note pitched too high. Nothing in his mountain raised an alarm, only the heart. The heart quickened. Never are, he thought, and something in him that had been patient for an age abruptly ceased to be patient. Of course, who else could walk into the mountain as if it remembered him? Who else would hear the heart rise to greet? The prophecies had ripened, dreams showed in the way. Moon and star. Okay, I mean, yeah, it's generally okay, an old man stood there, gray beard, thick soldier, laborers, legionnaires. Um, didn't the ash did not settle upon him. He was turning a coin over the back of his knuckles. Honestly, I would say, if anything, there's a little bit too many similes. Is that what the word I'm looking for? Or there's too many equivalency examples? Like, he was turning a coin over the back of his knuckles slowly, the way bored soldiers do at watch. Like, you don't need that last part. Like, you're starting to have too many similes, too many metaphors, too many alternative explanations of the behavior where they don't need to be there. The heart hammered, not quickened, hammered, strained against the bindings like a hound against a chain, and then the note, it was one the author had never heard the heart make, not in 35 centuries of listening. It was not fear, it was not yearning. You are not he, no. Wrong soldier, same war though, more or less. You come into my house uninvited, unannounced, unafraid. Courtesy, courtesy was a blade that never dulled. So I'll ask you what I ask every guest mortal. Do you come here as a friend or foe? Neither, if you'll believe it. Came as a pilgrim, I suppose. Wanted to look at the heart once before it's gone. Gone. The word amused him. A brass smell beneath the man's skin. The weight of the West in his vowels. The coin, an old septum nearly smooth, and the young profile stamped on the old man's face. The mountain remembered him. The mountain remembered the year a thief poet had sold Kagranak's first golem to a border king with a very large name, and the world had bent around the purchase like grass around a boot. The Numidium went west, in the arms of a man called Tiber Septum. That was one of my names. I mostly go by Tired these days. I mean, yeah, fair. The Emperor of Scrolls and Statues, the god of the Imperial City, you are dead, Talus of Atmora. Depending on whose books burn better. Hyjaltir of Elclair, dead for 4 centuries and jumped up into that crowned heaven of yours. And yet the heart knows you. Why does the heart know you? Old soldiers recognize each other even across a room. That's not an answer. No, it's not. Let me offer an answer since my guest is stingy. You built your empire on a brass god and a stolen heart. The heart of Zurin Arctis, your friend, your battlemate who trusted you. You spent Wolfarth like a candle. You spent them both and you called smoke destiny. You are not a Neverwar. Neverwar was never betrayed at this mountain, and at yours you did the betraying. I prepared a greeting for the betrayed, and the gods sent me the knife. Yep, that's the other face of the coin. The name went through him like keening. No one knew that name. The tribunal knew it and would not say it. His brothers knew it and forgotten how to speak. For Voyan Dagoth died at Red Mountain with his lord, and the thing that kept his vigil had worn a grander name for 3 millennia. Hearing it now from a dead emperor's mouth. The heart's fire answered his fury before thought did. The blast, blah, blah, blah. It was a syllable of the heart. Okay. I mean, I'm shocked, frankly, about how much lore that you made the AI reference. I don't know if you manually told the AI to reference this sort of lore, or you just said, write this scene.
Yeah.
But I mean, all of the lore is on point. Yeah, like I said, like, Infant said here, there's a lot of quippiness. The quippiness isn't entirely overdone, but it does verge on it a little bit. The fragments are very ChatGPT, yes. The way of speaking between the two of them should be very different. Extremely different. It's not, though. It kind of reads Joss Whedon-y, where everyone's the same character. So much I almost went 2B. Is that you? What are you doing outside of my custom ERP? Indeed. ChatGPT is allergic to having more than 1 line per paragraph. Yeah, I mean, you're not supposed to.
Yeah, I would say
really.
also as far as Chat GPT doing lore stuff, when I've occasionally just like put random ideas into it to see what it'll spit out, I've been surprised at how much like lore it will reference correctly. Like,
oh yeah, it's a very Reddit way of writing. And they've kind of ruined it, yeah.
yes. Yeah, that like from come Nerevar, friend or traitor come, from there on it is dead GPT giveaway.
I mean, overall, the content in of itself is more or less fine. It's more of the way that the content is being displayed to the reader that makes it very yeah. Around the coin which never stopped turning, untouched. Not defiant, untouched. In a way, a mountain was untouched when someone argues about it. Yeah, when every line is punchy, not a single line is. Exactly. Like, this whole sentence didn't need to exist. At all. just untouched in its own line, that's actually perfectly fine. It's actually really great to draw attention to it like that.
Mm.
But
The
it's
extra
just,
is just pointless prose.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's you've repeated the same idea 3 times now. You don't need to repeat it 3 times. The people that aren't going to pick up on the fact that he's not harmed the first time they were told that he's not harmed aren't going to pick it up on the 3rd fucking time.
No. It's just endless kind of add-ons, like a lot of modern gaming.
Right. And see, that's the real problem is I do believe they actually announced at some point they would stop using Reddit as a training source for chat for the various LLMs. But the real problem is at the end of the day, the
It's too late.
proliferation of the Reddit style isn't just on Reddit. It's in video games. It's in modern media. It's into the TVs, the books, the movies. It's in other websites posts. It's now on YouTube. It's now in Twitter when they can. It's fucking everywhere because Reddit did it for so long, everyone just started doing that, but also because people used ChatGPT when Reddit did it, and so then ChatGPT spread it everywhere, and then on top of that, you have, retard non-artists looking up how to write better to really, show off their skill, and they find Ooh, that's a jalapeno. And they find web articles about, oh, this is what you need to do to write better, to make your text more punchy, your dialogue more chewy, whatever the fucking descriptors they want to use, right? And it's all the same advice. They're all going to the same fucking website. No one's actually learning why. They're just looking up, how do I do X? Okay, so X is when I set something on fire. Great. And then everyone just sets everything on fire, not understanding why you're setting the thing on fire to make it happen, right? They're just going, oh, okay, just set it on fire.
It's quite literally how things like the Adeptus Mechanicus come to be. People just tell people, do it this way, without a good or adequate explanation of why, and everybody just goes, okay, I'll do it this way. And then everybody's doing it this way, but they don't know why, and at some point they'll forget why. Unfortunately, we've already reached that point.
Yep. Yeah, it's good shit. Yeah, so Kaz, I have a solution for you. Tell them no cheese, and then in the toppings, select the provolone.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
It's good. This is good.
Or I could just continue to buy stuff that doesn't have cheese at Domino's and just make my own cheese pizzas at home.
Oh, I mean, yeah, you could do that too.
I don't have a wood fire oven or a pizza oven, but it still works well enough in regular oven.
Why not? Just build one.
I don't have the money for the fucking materials.
What do you mean? It's just clay.
I can't afford the clay. That's
Go to a river and get your.
No, you don't even.
The government doesn't want you to know this. You can get your own clay.
Yeah, that too. You don't. Well, first off, you don't want to buy pottery clay.
No,
because
I know that much.
Yeah, you don't need that level of refinement. This is not an object that is going to be what's the word I'm looking for? Glazed. This is not an object.
The problem
that is supposed to be fine.
I can't afford one now. The problem is I essentially have $1,600 pay every 2 weeks $1,000 goes to my mortgage, and then I've also got groceries for 2 weeks. I've got to last, and I've been getting bills
So you got a house.
and other. Yes.
So you got a backyard.
Yes.
All right. Get a shitload of dirt.
Oh,
for
no.
free somewhere.
No, not a backyard. We're on a fucking hill. Behind us is a dirt bike track, so it's very inclined and rocky. So.
All right. Well, you still have a backyard, though, right?
Yeah, sort of. Yeah. It's
All right. Your
so-
first step is to get a thing called a shovel, and you're gonna flatten out.
Oh,
You don't need to dig down. You just need to get a roughly flat patch of like what? 2
Well, it
feet of
depends on how
ground,
big his
Sneaky?
It depends on how big he wants his pizza. But,
Well, yes.
Generally speaking, if you're gonna go cook a large pizza in a good old clay-fired oven, you're looking at around roughly 2.5 meters wide, maybe 1.5 meters deep, in terms of from where you're standing to the back of the oven. It's pretty simple. The nice thing about making one and not making it out of mortar and brick and all of that expensive building material is when it breaks, you just go get more dirt. And then you
I
put the
don't
dirt...
think you understand how inclined my inclined backyard is. I think the bottom, which is the flattest part, doesn't have 2 meters. That's the problem.
2 meters until what?
Until it's inclined again, so.
Okay, so dig into the hill. There you go. That's
Yeah.
half your. That's half your.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
oven
if that's the
made.
problem, you just dig into the hill, mate.
The hill is all rocks, and I'm not fucking getting rid of all them in winter.
I mean,
It's
yeah,
like
that's
big
fair.
fuck off rocks.
Well, you don't have
Like
to get rid of them.
the previous owner of this place thought it was good to use big ass stones on an incline as stone steps, like all the way. Yeah, and it's not like fucking been carved or anything. It's just big ass rocks used and dumped there to act like sort of steps. So
Well,
maybe in summer
while
I'll
you
fucking get
guys
to it.
you guys work on getting Kaz to start using the stones as makeshift clay and brick, I'll be back in a little while.
All right.
I'll do
So
that in like summer. It's fucking raining already now.
Okay, I would argue
Oh,
that
perfect.
winter
That's
is
just
the
free
correct
water
time.
then.
Yeah, I
Collect
would
it.
argue that winter is the correct time to be doing construction in Australia before it turns hot as hell. But okay, so since apparently your problem is rocks, you're going to spend a little bit of extra money on this thing called a mattock. And it will let you break the big rocks into little rocks that you can then load into a Maginelle to fire at people you dislike.
Mattock pick. Yeah.
Yes. Because it's not just a pick. A mattock is it was specifically designed for rock breaking.
But yeah, I mean, depending on what the rocks are like, what their composition is, marble, granite, lime, whatever they are. They're either going to be a bitch to move, or they could be your new again. This is the cool part about making your own pizza oven, is that hey, you might have access to free foundry stones to build your foundation of your pizza oven with, instead of needing to make a shitload of dirt to serve as a foundation.
Yeah, that's true.
Because if you could just shape the clay dirt around the rocks in the foundation, that's free heat.
But I tell you what.
Yeah.
I tell you what, my Australian friend.
Yeah.
You help me get a visa, and I'll come there in the summer to help you build this pizza.
Oh, wow.
What is the purpose of your visit in this country? I told someone I'd help them build a pizza oven. Are they paying you? No.
I'll pay you in alcohol.
I don't drink.
That doesn't mean you still can't take it and be paid in it. And that'll get you through. That'll get you through. It's like, what's he paying you in? Booze. Oh, welcome aboard.
Ah, I see. It will allay the suspicion of the feds.
Yes.
As soon as they hear that I'm helping build a pizza oven for Booze, they won't question the fact that I've flown literally around the world.
Oh, are you sure you don't have any Australian in your bloodline?
No, we are pure European mutt.
What? So is everyone in Australia.
I hear the call of the outback. Insert didgeridoo.
Anyways, how are we doing on this AI Nerevar Dagotha shit?
Basically,
Oh,
it's just
we're pretty much
Septum
done.
comes over, gives Dagoth a warning that Morrowind, the storyline, is going to happen, and that he's going to get his shit clapped.
Hmm.
And Dagoth is like, yeah, sure, buddy. It won't end like you did. And then,
Alright then,
yeah, it's so basically
I'm gonna
it
check-
accomplishes nothing. It's like it's
Yeah.
a lore-filled interaction of questionable nature between Tiber Septum, the mortal who is God, and Dagoth, or the remnant that is God. And
So I
it's
decided to check
alright.
out Harry Potter because you said that at the start of the stream.
Yeah, Harry Potter,
And
yeah.
my eyes just immediately went to a thick, fifth last updated Headmaster's daughter during Harry Potter's time.
Silence.
Huh?
Son of a bitch, it's fucking granddaughter. Because I just checked the author's profile.
Wait, well, hold. That means he not only had a kid, but his kid had a kid.
Yeah, Dumbledore's not gay according to this author.
I mean, fair, but...
I mean...
look, Dumbledore being gay was a retcon that she came out with after it started picking up in the public eye.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, you know, Dumbledore casually had sex with Magic Hitler.
Grindelwald.
Remember, Magic Hitler would never have existed if Dumbledore wasn't gay.
Yeah, basically.
In fact, Dumbledore would be Magic Hitler because Magic Hitler killed his sister. And possibly, or he did, possibly. It's still unclear. Because of an argument.
They got into
Dumbledore
a gay
full
argument.
believed in the... Yeah, Dumbledore full believed in the greater good things that Grindelwald did until his sister was killed in an argument between them.
Yep.
So Dumbledore
Honestly,
could have ended up being...
it's... Dumbledore's background is actually, like, just peak woman. Oh, yeah, he and his gay lover, yeah, they were just existing one day and then got into an argument about something they both agree on.
In different ways, they just agree.
And then, they got really angry at each other, so they started throwing spells around, and then Dumbledore's sister was killed, and Dumbledore refuses to remember who actually killed his sister, so he just blames Grindelwald for it, and he got really bitter and sad about it, and completely changed his life. Despite still believing in all of that stuff, he just fought against Grindelwald because his sister was dead. It's like, okay, yeah, so that's like peak woman.
Yeah, it's not great. Also, I'm sorry, has Shantae always had giant, spiky iron balls in her hair?
Yes. Oh, spiky, no, but... What?
Gaming.
Alright, let me look.
Apparently we're getting a new Shantae, which I'm on board for. Shantae's fantastic.
maces in her hair. Well,
Not a
flails.
mace.
Flail hair. Flail hair?
Yeah.
Flail hair. I mean,
Shantae
Okay.
images. No, she has not. Those are new.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't remember this.
I literally just Googled Shantae and no, it just ends in hair. So
Okay, yeah, cool. I'm not crazy. So apparently, I guess we're gonna be beating the shit out of people with her hair.
oh great, she's gonna whip her hair back and forth as she twerks.
I mean, she
Okay,
already
Kaz,
twerks, so
I'm gonna tell you now. Never
already
fucking
does.
say those words again.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Just to be clear, Shantae has always been a game that's soft. Soft.
Well, yeah. Obviously, yeah.
I'm just saying, for those who haven't played it, it's like, yeah, listen, the devs are like, we're just gonna make a hot chick as our platformer star, and you know what? Credit to them, survived.
Yeah, no, the yeah, no, the mace hair is definitely new. But yeah, it is honestly really unfortunate when it comes to Shantae because due to its softcore nature, it is really hard to find art for her that doesn't inevitably end with related arts being a very questionable place to be.
Which is a shame because she does have a fun design.
Yeah.
And like honestly, this like she's had a lot of different outfits over the because she gets different outfits in the game. Basically, Samus gets different colored beams. Shantae gets different outfits. Like some of them have been really neat over the years, but it's always hard to find like those because people just draw regular Shantae, which I get. And anytime you try to look up the time when Shantae was a pirate, it's just her kissing Risky Boots, which
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, yes, I do like how they started out trying to hide the fact that those two are absolutely banging each other, and by the time you get to like Half Genie Hero, they're like they're just having a lover spat. They're just having a lover spat.
What do you mean there's an Ultra Kill collab with Pal World now?
You missed that? Yeah, you can
What?
be as a V1 or V2 and get the pistol and I think shotgun.
Oh shit, I remember. Yeah, I saw that teaser. Yeah. Oh.
Comes with, even has the coin mechanic.
You know what's really funny? I'm looking at some of these patch notes and I'm seeing windrows.
Yeah.
For some reason, they magically got an overhauled melee combat system with combos in it. That surely has no relation to the other game the company publishes that focuses on melee combat with combos in it. A surgery table? Wait, what do you mean we can cyberize our pals now for better working conditions?
Yeah, you've been able to augment certain of their traits from a select pool. Some you have to unlock via buying them from other shopkeepers or the arena, and you can basically customize the traits. So if you're trying to get like the perfect working pal, a couple of the traits on the thing you can just apply to any pal. You can also change their gender if you're trying to breed the perfect pal, but that's another topic.
Mm. Damn, they've done some overhaul. How about that? Good for them. Yeah, that update. Yeah, Pal World update. We have added triangle floors to our building stuff. Definitely do not look at the other game which uses triangle floors for their building stuff. And there's the sirens.
Stay safe, man.
Hey, listen. As I said, this is what I say all the time.
Holy
Until
shit,
I
how
get
many?
What? How many what?
how many sirens are going off, buddy?
2, 3, 4. 4
All right,
fucking fire trucks and 6 police cars? What the fuck happened?
That.
I'm gonna guess a down power line.
Well, considering that I still have power, I certainly hope not. Oh, yes.
I was about to say, if those are tornado sirens, then you should.
Oh no, we don't have it. We don't really. I mean, we kind of have a tornado siren. I think I've heard our tornado siren before when we tested it, but yeah, no, we really don't get tornadoes here in Jersey. Just a lot of rain and hail and scorching heat.
Yeah. I would just say, as far as tornadoes are concerned, until I hear a siren and my phone goes off and I see something pop up on my computer or I hear the TV going, like, tornado, I'm like, it's not real and it's not coming to me.
I mean, yeah, fair.
And I'm still alive, so obviously it's a flawless plan.
I mean, yeah, sure. Man, everyone is clowning on Sony.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean there's a second wave of police cars and fire trucks? What the fuck happened?
What?
Jeez. That's concerning.
Anyway, yeah, so apparently everyone's clowning on Sony now. That is, deserved, honestly. But... so Mega came out and gave an official statement, you know, Mega, the file sharing platform. In response to the trend in the gaming industry, Mega will now be going entirely physical starting April 1st, 2027. As your trusted E2E cloud storage company, we feel it's the logical next step. Mega Cloud becomes an encrypted hard drive shipped to your door. Mega VPN becomes dedicated Mega employees who physically stand between you and the internet. Mega Pass becomes a person who follows you everywhere and whispers your passwords to you when you need them.
Gotta
Mega
love this
Chat
shit.
becomes secret letters written in code delivered by hand, sealed with wax. You know what? Yes, I'm thrilled with that.
Zero knowledge encryption remains unchanged. Our staff can still not read your files. They now also can't read anything else.
But they cannot read.
So why did you insist the entire classified department is Zoomers? Well, Zoomers can't read. So it's the most classified you'll ever have. Classified documents. What do you mean, Cha-Cha Alana and Kirsch are doing a conspiracy podcast
I'm
in
sorry.
14 days.
I don't know what any of those names are, so
Well,
Dude's
Cha
very,
Cha is a very apolitical VTuber who is a mom of 5, I believe, who was like, man, I'm bored now that all of my kids are in college. What can I do? What's popular now? And saw VTubing was popular, and she's like, oh, wow, I can do that. I
Yeah.
barely need skill to do that. And
Yeah.
so she just made that her
She-
brand of her
she was
her
in it-
full name
yeah.
is Cha Cha Your V Mom. Well, she's like, all I have to do is keep acting like a mom, but now I'm just doing it with internet strangers.
and,
Yep,
and it's apparently
she-
working because she's basically like what adopted.
I mean,
like,
hey,
effectively
credit
adopted
to her.
3 different
She
VTubers.
adopted Fillion before Fillion disappeared, probably pregnant. But yeah.
Yeah, that's the other thing is that in the indie sphere, the joke is that everyone calls her their mom. Because, don't instead of talking about family members, they talk about
Yeah.
Cha-Cha as if it's their mother. And Fillion was the one that played up the joke the most by having her on constantly. But anyway, so she's very apolitical. Very apolitical. Kirsch is only political, effectively.
Okay.
Smuggle
And
Alana's not too
Alana
much different.
is
Mm.
just a yapper. She's political,
Yeah,
yes,
she's a yapper.
but
Yeah.
yapper
Ugh,
first.
Fucking yappers are the least. I hate them the most. Like,
She's
I
not
don't give a
that
shit
bad.
about your fucking opinion. I don't care. Like,
Oh no. There is some opinion giving, but she's very much peak female in that she will just talk about something without ever actually accomplishing anything in the
Anything.
conversation.
I see. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's definitely not something I care for then.
But yeah, she's had a couple of political opinions in the past, because she is Russian and is no longer in Russia, and so culturally she has a very how you say conservative view about how certain things are supposed to work socially.
She sounds like she hates women, but she's not quite there yet.
She is definitely fatigued of women, though.
Yes. Fatigued is probably the best way to call.
But yeah, no, she's like political adjacent, effectively, but she's a yapper. So it's gonna be very
Interesting.
question mark about how
I mean,
this
if
is
they're
supposed to
just
go.
throwing random shit out there and just like being like, here's a crazy conspiracy, that's fine, I guess.
Well, that's the thing is we don't really know. All we know right now is that it's a podcast they're going to do together, and they're going to talk about conspiracies, whether that's going into the history of them or how true they are, or if it's real conspiracies that got proven or completely baseless theories. Well, we won't know until it happens.
Yeah.
Shantae slaps. Risky's Revenge is the only one that kind of sucks. I wouldn't know. It kind of bounced off of them. I'm not that good at platformers, and Shantae is a platformer.
Anything that requires...
Parasociality has become an epidemic. Yeah, it has.
What's become an epidemic?
Parasociality.
Parasocial.
Oh, yes.
People...
Yeah,
I mean...
no.
Am at a friend's house celebrating his divorce. Alright.
That's a statement.
All right then.
choke and beer. What?
Ray?
I'm going to assume that what Gray means is that he wants you to choke to death sign and your friend should get a beer.
Alternately, he wants you to choke to death on a beer?
That's impossible. Everyone knows Sign's
Yeah.
mouth can fit a fully automated SUV.
How else do you think he shoves
Which,
his foot in his
I mean,
mouth so often?
I thought it was bigger because it's got a
How
massive
else
boot.
do you think he'd open his mouth as
Yeah.
much as he does?
And
He
insert,
has to
and he
fit
got
his feet
inserted
into
boot
it
somehow.
after all.
Mm. I mean,
pretty sure.
now that he's got, yeah. Oh wait, it's because of possibly stupid shit he did during the week. I was about to say just because he's got a good reason does that take away the owl, but
No.
Go.
Yeah, no. Like I've said before, he's done plenty of fucking retarded shit. On and off stream that we can just, call upon
Point at him.
random bank dells when he's not here.
Go.
Yeah, oh, do I want to set Atten off?
I mean, that depends on what you're going to pull up.
Yeah.
I mean,
You know
go
what?
for
Yeah,
it.
let's do it.
I would say you have a limited amount of time before my family comes back because the fireworks that I told them that were going to be canceled because of all of the rain today have in fact been canceled.
And
Because
they
of
went
all the rain
anyways.
today?
Yes.
So on another server, Sign server, a discussion started because someone brought up DC Comics and wanting to do a fanfic of the premise being that they got Magneto. There was a self-insert into DC. They got Magneto's powers, and the premise of the story was Magneto was right.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, I need them to be a little more specific on what they mean by Magneto was right. Because first of all,
Yeah.
you're
Mutant
going
Hitler.
into you. I'm sorry. What?
Mutant Hitler.
Oh,
Uh.
yeah. Okay. So definitely he was not correct. The mutant gene is wildly unstable, and they have no idea what causes it. And even if you ignore that, it can have seriously detrimental effect. Yeah. Some people
What
get to be Storm and control the weather. Other people end up like Rogue and can't touch the people they love. And then we're not going to talk about the kid who emits radiation and killed everyone he knew and loved, and Wolverine murdered him in a cave after giving him a beer. But even if you ignore that, okay, cool, you're Magneto in the DC universe. The DC universe doesn't have mutants. Not in the way that, not as a systemic, genetic, reoccurring thing, the way that the Marvel universe has. You do
Yeah.
have people who have gotten their powers through
Or
some
mutated.
manner of mutation, but
Yeah.
it is not a systemic genetic thing that can be passed down, right? Joker is, technically speaking, a mutant, right? He's a dude who fell into a vat of chemicals and his DNA was mutated into whatever the fuck happened to him.
Yeah.
Cheetah, the Wonder Woman villain, depending on the iteration of the comics, is either a magically cursed woman or a furry freak, a furry genetic freak. Static Shock is technically a mutant since he got his powers from some weird gas, but as far as we know, Static's children are not going to inherit the powers of Static Shock. That's just how it is.
Unless you count the Miscria with them being stronger than average as mutant, even though they're Amazons.
Well, they're not mutants. most of them
Okay.
get their powers from being it's kind of a fate thing. They're descended from people from the age of the gods, and their blood hasn't been diluted. And the
Yeah,
gods are
yes.
blessing them anyway. So it's really not a mutant thing. It's more of a deity thing.
More PJO instead of a
Yeah. But
Yeah.
the fact remains, it's not a DC mutant. There's really not a lot of like people that have mutant powers. You don't really have like a Spider-Man running around, right?
yeah.
Because like most of the time in DC, it's magic or science or whatever, but not a lot of like mutants, so to speak, right? Cyborg is technology. I guess Beast Boy. Beast Boy's the closest thing I could think
Yeah.
of off the top of my head to like a mutant. So congratulations. Mutant Hitler is correct, but you're in a place with no mutants. So Mutant Hitler is now, by default, wrong.
Yes.
Mm.
But anyway, that's not what was supposed to set you off.
Listen,
I mean,
supposed to
anytime
say
it was a good
what?
analysis. It was a good
Anytime-
Oh
analysis.
yes, I know. That's why I brought it up.
I was gonna say, listen, anytime we go into the X character in Y place, I'm gonna have that. I'm like, because you once again thought of your cool idea and didn't consider how does this fit? How does this work? What are the ramifications? Anyway, continue with the thing that's supposed to piss me off.
So the
Right now,
discussion
I'm not mad. I'm just
continued.
disappointed.
And it continued, and it continued. And then someone goes, honestly, this whole hero thing is super played out by now. They need to stop reiterating the same heroes they have been for the past 50 years and start making new characters. But, of course, they'll never do that because the executives are morons. To which I respond with, no, that's not why they don't do that. They did try to move on to something different. But they hired, nepotistically of course, so many incompetent political dipbags, they basically nuked their entire new hero generation because everyone was trying to jam all of their politics into it, and it sank the ship of all of the new heroes.
And even the ones where they didn't do that initially, like the
When
first
too
few
late.
runs of, as example, Kamala Khan, they ended
My
up doing
well
it anyway
of
when
poison
other
had
writers
some
took over.
water in it.
What?
My well of poison has some water in it.
Yeah, no, but like that's what I'm saying. Like even the ones where they didn't do that initially, they moved the writing team on.
Yes. Yep.
And
Right, but I was saying that instead of the
no,
well
I
being
get what you're saying.
poisoned, and now my poison is
Weld.
My poison is
Well.
being diluted by this water. What's this bullshit?
right.
But
But-
yeah,
yeah.
it just
And
and the other thing about it that's annoying is you had characters that you could have been moving things onto, right? Like,
Yep.
take the hero Blue Beetle. We've had a couple different versions of Blue Beetle. One of the original ones, after Ted Cord, is a kid named Jaime Reyes. He's great. There's a bunch of great runs of Jaime as Blue Beetle. And it's wildly different from the Ted Cord stuff, even though it's still technically Blue Beetle. You had Asian Dr. Light, who, depending on the iteration, sometimes starts out as a villain, like the original Dr. Light without the whole rapey bits, or starts out as a hero because she finds a way to get Dr. Light's technology working and goes, let's do some good with this and make sure people remember Dr. Light as a hero and not a creepy, rapey old white dude.
Iterations of Green Lantern. Each every Green Lantern is different because it's an entire corps.
Yes. Oh, yeah. They've done that. And you want to know what? You want to know who the most popular Green Lantern is, bar none? It's John fucking Stewart. Although that's probably because of the animated series.
Probably.
But the fact remains that Jon Stewart is far and away the most popular Green Lantern. And before anybody says anything, that... What the fuck was that? Somebody shout.
I don't know why, but every time I fucking hear someone shouting now, my mind goes to that weird skeleton screaming as it bangs its shield.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe because people I'm around, a lot of them are really thin.
Okay.
Right.
Anyway, so I say they weren't scared of making new heroes. They've been convinced by the abject failure that was their attempts that new heroes aren't desired by the audience. When that's just not true, they're just retarded. And
Yes.
All right, good news, chat. Nobody tried to break into my house, although
There you
they
go.
did try to break into my brother's car.
Oh, well, there you
Ah.
go.
But, he locks the door, and I'm not sure what they were trying to get into his car for anyway. It's not like he keeps anything valuable in there. Listen, if they really want to steal a Doc Ock cosplay tail from the trunk, I guess they're welcome to it. Or, Killer Croc, not Doc Ock.
Yes, very easy to mix up.
I've had a long day.
Anyway, so someone then responds to me with, yes, the new heroes, the double reverse transgender twins, Snowflake and Safe Space, the internet gas huffing screen time, the femboy
God, not
vampire
those.
B negative, and the fatty trailblazer were wild attempts at making new heroes. The fact that they were done without humor or irony, or thought it would catch fire amongst fans, shows there is not a single brain cell left at Marvel editorial. Yeah, well, I mean, that's,
Yeah, I mean, we all mocked it relentlessly when that idiocy came out. Whatever it was, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, we were all like, this can't be real. And then we're all like, oh my god, it's real.
It is,
yeah,
yeah.
and they got mocked relentlessly, and they eventually shut it down because again, they are saying the buzzwords to the investors. Oh, we're gonna branch out from the nerdy white straight male audience, and we're gonna get the wider audience now with these new characters, and then the wider audience doesn't show up because they don't exist because they're trying to branch out from 56% of the country's population to 1%.
And
1%.
Yeah, and guess what? So now they've started doing something that's at least semi-intelligent, where they're going, okay, we're going to try and do something really different with the heroes that and you know what? That's the Absolute Universe, and it's been a fantastic success. Like,
didn't they shut it down?
No, the Absolute
No, it's
Universe
still
is still
going.
cranking. It's still cranking. In
Oh.
fact, they just announced that Absolute Batman's getting an animated series.
Oh, that's what it was. No, Marvel announced their own version of the Absolute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Marvel announced their own version.
Knockoffs.
It's gonna be stupid and dumb.
It's called
they
Eclipse or something, right?
You know what? Yeah, I'd give him the benefit of the doubt if they went with the Iron Man that's fused with his suit in constant pain as the Absolute version.
Oh, you mean the original version?
Yeah, right.
Was that the original? Damn.
Well, yeah, that's where they got the lore that Iron Man can't take his power core out.
Although in the case of the original Iron Man, it's because he is a raging alcoholic.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's so dumb. Like, listen, just look. Give Absolute Batman a try. Absolute Superman is interesting in how it does kind of a darker redux of the classic Superman origin story. Absolute Wonder Woman's cool just because there's some great fight scenes, and if you want something that's really trippy and weird, Absolute Martian Manhunter, where they're leaning super hard into he's an alien and he has senses that humanity does not. It's much closer to some of the artwork in there is reminiscent of the later Neil Gaiman stuff for Dream of the Endless. If that means anything to anybody in here, which Neil Gaiman's a piece of shit, but the Sandman stories are fantastic.
I'm sure. Yeah. I don't know. It's a Neil Gaiman story. It's either going to be hit or miss. But I think the real trigger here is going to be the future of even after all of this, how much do you want to bet that what the investors take away from the success of the Eclipse, if it does succeed, and the success of Absolute is, oh, clearly they want more edgy, morally gray storylines. And not, oh, the fans just want their characters written in an interesting way, not political.
Yeah.
They're going to take all of the wrong lessons.
I'm going to warn people ahead of time. There is a little bit of politics in Wonder Woman in that it's Wonder Woman and there's always,
There's always politics with Wonder Woman.
Yeah, there's always some rah go women empowerment thing with Wonder Woman when listen, Wonder Woman's either about women's empowerment or it's the author's barely concealed fetish and there is no in between.
Sometimes both.
Sometimes both.
Yeah,
but,
it's
yeah.
But they're still going to take the wrong lessons from it.
They're absolutely going to take the wrong lessons. Also, one thing. So, Absolute Batman, we'll see how it goes as an animated series. They did announce 2 other projects. One of them is
animating Absolute. Oh God.
One of them is a Crypto the Superdog kids TV show. So that's whatever. It'll make money, I'm sure. The other one.
There's no sex in it.
Didn't they already do that way back?
I'm sure they did, but they're doing another one. But they're doing a new Joker storyline that is now. This one's interesting. It's an anime, and it's being done by the guy who did both Steam Boy and he did all the animation for War of the Rohirrim, which the storyline for War of the Rohirrim was dog shit, but the animation was pretty decent.
Yes, it was. Yes.
And the premise of the story is somebody else has offed Batman, and nobody is fessing up to it. And so Joker is murdering his way through the underworld until someone rats them out, and then he's going to go murder that person.
Mm-hmm.
I can dig it.
A
murder mystery where the only mystery is how many people he's going to kill.
Yeah, pretty much. I really want it to be good. I'm very sad because I wish Genndy Tartakovsky was not busy animating Conan right now, because I'd love for him to animate this.
Now, to be fair, they did pick some of the best Conans.
They did.
Animate.
They did.
What are we discussing? What have I come back to? What's Tartakovsky doing?
He's doing he's animating a series of Conan shorts. Conan the Barbarian. So I'm super looking forward to that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm just hoping they do it right, because again, it's this wild thing, and it's something I keep telling Sign. People like their fantasy to not have politics in them, generally.
Yeah,
obviously,
aside from what's needed to push the story.
Right, yeah. I mean, obviously, Metal Gear, the Metal Gear series in general is very heavily political, but it doesn't sit there and lecture you that you, MAGA enjoyer, your politics are specifically ass and only yours, and no one else has ever done anything wrong politically except for you. And, that's what the modern video game is, effectively.
Yeah.
And, no, Metal Gear Solid's like, hey, guys, slavery is bad, and everyone's like, yep, no, that's fair, that's fair. Hey guys,
Hey, guys!
military industrial complex exploitation is bad. Everyone's like, oh yeah, that's fair, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Hey, guys, nuclear proliferation's bad. Yeah.
Yeah, no one.
Hey guys,
wants nukes, that's fair,
cyborg
yeah.
Brazilian samurais are pretty cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's fair,
yeah.
Yeah, cool.
The good old days
Brazilians-
of 9/11.
Brazilians can double jump.
Yes.
Hey, you weren't supposed to tell
Everyone
everyone
knows
that.
No, that's not cool. That's not cool. We can't have them
You want-
getting that powerful.
You weren't supposed to tell them that.
Yeah, well,
And
they
once
they
again,
let it loose.
Once again, I look at the three-armed ball robot, and I just go, who the fuck approved this in R&D? And how do you justify that? Right? I want to be in the room for the guy who went to his boss and convinced his boss. So,
We gotta make
Johnson,
robot.
what's your robot? All right, so it's a ball, and it's got 3 perfectly lifelike human hands on it. How does it move? It runs on the hands. And what do you do with it? You can stick them together to make a bow staff.
I mean, to be fair, the arms are modular.
That's true, they are. That does not change any of the absurdity.
Also, you're asking who approves that, and it's the same people who name new discoveries after shit like Sonic the Hedgehog protein and some other jackass naming an anti-version of that specific protein Eggman because it was funny.
Wait,
I mean,
I'm
to be
sorry,
fair-
what?
Hang on, let me see if I
did
can
not
find it.
know about this, but I'm very glad to have learned about it. Thank you, Max, for that piece of joy.
That is certainly.
What was it, Eggman or was it Robot? They used one of the names.
Listen, whichever one they use really doesn't matter. We understand the
forgot.
joke.
Fuck, you're right. I forgot. Fucking Supergirl got lost to Morbius. Morbius timed all over him.
Yeah.
Get morbed.
Yeah, they got morbed.
Yeah, DC. So here's the problem with DC Comics: is DC Comics got political just as much as Marvel did, but Marvel had the bright idea of bankrupting themselves on a all-out push for this new weird and wild thing they had idea for a movie in called the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It was very untested at the time, and I'm not kidding you when I said they literally bankrupted themselves taking loans out for this.
Yeah.
And it paid off!
Yeah, so
But the point is they both got super political at the same time, and it just so happens that one got really, really shitloads amount of money for doing something that wasn't political, and so it was just the Marvel comics that were political for a very long time, until the main writers of the Marvel MCU got pushed aside after the profits hit a steady point,
Yeah.
and the people in charge were like, okay, well now that we have created a lasting brand, through the reliability of it being an interesting movie to watch, we're going to ruin that reputation by filling it with politics that people didn't come to see.
yeah.
And this is honestly why I call these people fucking religious nuts, because they approach their politics the same sort of fervor and actually like religious zealot does their religion. Of they can't fathom why maybe people aren't interested in hearing literally every word out of their mouth be some zealous retelling about why they need to join their political ideology and why they're so right about everything ever, and why you're wrong about everything unless you agree with them, and then you're only right if you agree with them on everything they say always forever.
Mm-hmm.
And if you ever disagree with anything at all, you're a heretic and need to be killed. Maybe You know, it's just
Yeah.
maybe putting those sorts of people, like, it doesn't even matter what their politics are, as we saw
Yeah.
from previous eras. Putting those sorts of people in charge of anything ruins the product because they can't fathom the product not being about their religion. And generally, most people aren't as zealous as they are, and they usually, if they are zealous, don't agree with them. So, you know, just maybe if you're trying to go for a wider audience, you actually aim for the wider audience and not, you know, play Mad
Why
Libs.
would we aim for the larger audience that consistently shows up and gives us money? This
That'd be
niche
stupid.
this niche subculture audience that never supports the things they claim they'll support are so much more appealing.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the world may never figure that answer out, Max, because for some reason, despite literally everyone sinking the boat when they try it, everyone else still thinks that when they do it, their boat won't sink because obviously everyone else just had the wrong politics and religion. Their religion is obviously correct, and
Yeah.
their boat won't sink.
No, definitely not. It's,
Oh, this guy took a dozen laxatives and
it's
shit the
always
bed. If I go to sleep with dozen laxatives, I guarantee I won't shit the bed.
Right. Japan is the newest best friend, indeed. Yes. Oh,
Oh,
no.
Oh,
okay.
I just I
just
clicked
hit
the
something.
wrong channel.
Okay. It's like, did we lose them?
Sneaky
Yeah,
don't
stream
care.
over?
unfortunately, no.
But
no.
yeah. Also, so the information is correct. It
Yes.
is the Sonic Hedgehog protein,
Uh-huh.
and one of its inhibitors, or one of its potential inhibitors, is the robotnikinin.
robot nicking it.
God fucking
I
damn
love
it.
it. I love it.
That's
I
great.
love and hate it.
I mean, look, it's better than that one scientist who named like 9 different things they discovered, just different flavors of penis, because he thought it was
What?
funny.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry, what?
there was a scientist who discovered like I think it was insect species or something, and like he named all of them a play on words for the word penis.
Right.
Like one of
Science
them was
community and
called
engineering
like
communities
the
are so
bulgiest,
weird.
name for beetle. Like it was like some family of beetle, and it was called like the
Yeah.
bulgiest beetle or some shit. And it's just like okay, like all like you like they aren't obvious at first in majority, but then when you line up all of his discoveries, one's like called bulge, the other one was called like hard. One it's just like, oh god, okay.
It's just like, are you kidding me?
Guy thought he was on a roll or just couldn't think of names. But yeah, scientists discovering shit. One scientist discovered something, named it after his girlfriend, and then she broke up with him.
Oh, that's rough.
I'm not sure about what, but maybe naming a really ugly, smelly insect after your girlfriend. I understand the intention.
But I also understand why she left you.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
also understand why she would be unhappy that you named an entire species of insects that are ugly looking and they roll in shit after her.
Little did we know, he was trying to find a way to break up with her without talking to her. And he's like, this is my chance.
Indeed. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Right, so we can wrap it up here, but I do have one question to ask everyone before we wrap it up here, gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
So, I was talking to Mr. Infanticus himself. Because he asked, specifically me, he asked my opinion on how to proceed in the merchant story.
Right, yeah, I saw that discussion.
He knows what I'm about to talk about. So, he was asking for my opinion on how to handle world jumping, because he is doing a merchant fic. To anyone not aware of merchant fics are those fics where the character gets a gamer system, but the gamer system just allows them to sell shit to people. And they get rewards for selling shit to people, not fighting bosses, not working out, not, doing other shit, specifically commerce.
Yeah.
And in a lot of these fics, they usually have some sort of central hub station where they are connecting to all of these multiple worlds, and it kind of more or less just serves as kind of a dog shit snippet system where you are there with the power to change the plot because your store sells a whole bunch of out of context problems for that setting, and you show up you just happen to show up just in time for that moment in the story that you love where you wish you could change things, and you just so happen to have an out of context problem that is a solution to that problem they're having, and then you sell it to them. And that's basically the entire story. Is since your merchant character can never really leave his store because he has to sell to customers, and usually people justify that with, oh, at the end of the month you have to pay off a loan, or your soul is forfeit, or you can't leave the store period because you're cursed, or etc. etc. But effectively, the majority of the story takes place inside of the store that is multidimensional and opens to all of these different realities. And, sometimes they'll add in caveats or functions like, oh, you have to make $1 million in sales in the supernatural universe before you can open a new world. Or, oh, you have to wait a month before you can open to a new world. That sort of thing, right?
Yeah.
To pace the story, to let you write the plot out that you wanted to write out about the fandom you're currently in without causing too many plot threads of other worlds showing up and shit like that. And inevitably, most of these stories go into the multi-crossover mixing angle of, oh, Sora from Kingdom Hearts is in the store, and then the Lone Wanderer from Fallout walks in, and they meet each other.
Yeah.
Or, Ruby is in the store from the titular show, Ruby, and she just so happens to agree to unlock the aura of, let's choose a character here.
Merchantus.
Aerith! Yeah. And then they all fucked. Actually, shockingly, in merchant stories, I do not see a lot of sex. Very little sex, actually. Sex
that's
having is
actually
minimal.
quite pleasant.
Yes.
There is a few times when they'll have someone work in the shop and leave their world to stay with it, and then end up falling
the
in love.
Sex is happening. Yes.
Yeah.
But in majority, most stories die before that point. But also in majority, the stories tend to not be able to go anywhere, and they're very weak narratively because, again, you're basically doing a merchant-centric fic where you can't actually go out and interact with the plot lines of these worlds beyond basically talking to them in a snippet-like scenario where they explain their problems, you explain a solution, and then they maybe tell you later on that it worked, and that's all you can really do. So
yeah,
it's hard to write, and there's very little payoff. Infonicus, in his story, decided he was going to do the opposite, where the merchant is actually in the world they're trying to sell in. They don't get a magical merchant facility to sell out of, and instead, they have to find a place to sell from safely, because, well, They are a zombie merchant specifically, as in they only go to zombie and zombie adjacent worlds as that merchant that always shows up places who just so happens to have an item for you, traveler. And why
Oh,
don't you take a look at his wares?
so Resident Evil 4. Got it.
That
Yes,
is literally
heavily
who
inspired.
is.
Yeah, literally heavily
Yeah.
inspired by the Resident Evil 4
Yeah.
merchant. Yes. But his first world was The Last of Us. And one of the reoccurring plot gags in the story is that he never got a tutorial because the person who was supposed to explain to him how the system works never showed up for their job. And so there's a whole bunch of other moments that he's had throughout the story where, like, he unlocks a system or he is supposed to get something earlier, but he never got the thing earlier, and the system's automated systems only realized later on that he never got distributed X reward or something, and so he gets it then. Ruby Rose in a trans-dimensional shop unlocks Legion's aura every Quarian ever. I don't think Legion could actually have an aura. At least not until, like, post Mass Effect 3. Because he is 1,106 independent programs operating in conjunction through a collectivized consensus to manage all of the systems of the platform they are occupying. And it doesn't become a, like, it's not like, oh, they're permanently there. It's just these programs volunteered to go, and then after enough time, they kind of more or less form a faction, effectively, inside the consensus. And that faction is them, the collective that is Legion. At that point, I would say, okay, yeah, sure. Then you could say, like, oh, then he could awaken his aura. But, that requires a lot of characterization that occurred during ME 2 and 3.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Anyway, so as I was saying, Infant decided to have this reoccurring plot gag. Now, he was asking me on how to take where to take this story in terms of going to a new world, because obviously he's worked hard in the current world he's in, and he's unlocked all of these licenses, and so he has a whole shitload of stuff he can sell that is incredibly valuable to have in a zombie apocalypse scenario. But he feels like if he went into a new world now, like I don't know, Resident Evil, Left 4 Dead, any other these other zombie worlds, that him entering in with all of these licenses to sell things unlocked already would almost be the equivalent of an OP raffle stomp, because he can already sell things that would make major difference, and so he wouldn't need to create alliances using his wits and luck. Because, like, in the current story, he managed to get an alcohol license, and so that's how he was able to make an alliance with the local militia group to allow him to move to a safer area and increase his sales to the local militia group, instead of, working out of a abandoned mall on the
Outskirt.
goodwill of one of the militia members, right? So he's had to use his wits and luck to survive so far, and so it feels good. But if he just enters into Left 4 Dead and he's able to sell medical kits and
Okay,
food
so I
and
have
ammo,
a couple possibilities.
right? No, so I'm getting to that.
Yeah.
So I answered his ideas of, like, I brought up an idea of a prestige system. I brought up the idea of a refund system. I brought up the idea of effectively an exotic shop. Like, he exchanges all of his current licenses and then is able to unlock things under the exotic banner effectively. to sell out of context problems effectively. And so people, basically a bunch of different ways that the reader can feel like he isn't losing his power, he is just exchanging it for something else.
Yeah.
But I made a comment in this long response to him that made him surprised.
Yeah.
And I need to know, have any of you guys here read
I
his
have,
merchant story?
yes.
Yeah.
Read what?
Read Infant's merchant story?
No.
Okay. Because, so, effectively, do you want spoilers or not for this?
I mean, go for it. If I go read it, I don't think it'll matter since I already know that he's gonna build a successful alliance and get off anyway. So
Yeah, sure. But like that's not the point. I wasn't bringing up. But so, I mean, it's an Infant story. Of course, he succeeds. But more seriously, so effectively, the entire time, he's been having the system interact with him in a way indicating that he's supposed to have a handler effectively, who is supposed to be issuing him quests, who is supposed to be issuing him rewards, who is supposed to be giving him the tutorial on all of these, system parts instead of him figuring out himself through trial and error and failure. And whenever it comes up, it'll be like your handler, null entry, stuff like that, right? And I said, oh, I mean, obviously the random omnipotent being gamer system HQ, because it's a zombie apocalypse merchant fic, obviously the zombie apocalypse merchant HQ has been taken over by zombies, right? And he's like, wait, you knew about that? And I'm like, was it not obvious?
2 + 2 = 4, sir. What do you mean by that?
I mean,
he's like, well, no one in the comments ever responded about that at all. I'm like,
Well, they didn't learn their 2 + 2s yet.
they can't do math. True.
I kind of had a feeling on that, mainly because of how he was getting rewarded for getting basic stuff, as if he was restocking the random omnipotent being.
I mean, what made
area.
it obvious for me is, well, first off, what made it obvious is that he specified that it was a zombie apocalypse merchant group.
Right. Yeah.
And the second
Oh,
thing that
yeah,
made
of
it obvious
course.
to me was that, a lot of the prompts and responses were not gibberish, as in corrupted, but null entry, as if an automated system didn't receive a response.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, so, I mean, there's tons of zombie apocalypses out there, and if this is a zombie apocalypse merchant company who deals with the multiverse, then they've dealt with necromorphs, they've dealt with Resident Evil, they've dealt with, plenty of other zombies that are far harder to contain. And if they're selling, everything for these universes, that means they're probably also buying and selling samples of the viruses, buying and selling cures, buying and selling the zombie. Which means, of course,
we were selling the T virus and it killed us.
Inevitably, obviously, of course, when you're doing this across 10 million variations of the same world, I mean, someone's gonna fuck up somewhere eventually. And so, if the company isn't sending in prompts in time for the automated system to respond to for this new merchant, well, I mean, it felt to me like it was pretty obvious what the conclusion of that was.
My thought mainly was that most are dead, and there's just like one random omnipotent being, not even a random omnipotent being, but one person left in the HQ living a parasocial relationship with different merchants and likes influence the most.
Well, see, no, that's the problem though. Is
Yeah.
that's impossible because he would have had
Yeah,
responses.
it's more, but the responses
Yeah.
are more like random. Yeah,
No,
I
the
know, I
responses
just-
aren't random; they're automated.
not random.
They-
Yeah,
yeah.
automated.
But
That's what
so-
I meant.
So getting
But I
back
know
to
that,
the
but I was also remembering, damn, this is an infant fic, and someone that desperate would show up in an infant fic.
Well, they are that desperate. It's called Shylock, the main
Yeah.
character.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
true.
getting back to the question
Right.
of ways that what were
Yes.
your suggestions for?
Well,
so you
like I
had the
said, so I
prestige
mean,
system.
you basically have a prestige system where you could go one of two ways with it, where he trades in the licenses, and all previously purchased licenses will now be like half off, 75% off, or
Mm.
something like that, or maybe like 80% off for tier 1s, 75% off for tier 2s, 50%
so
off
just
for
to
tier
check,
3s.
how does a merchant story like I want to make is so can he just buy random stuff from anywhere and it just shows up?
Yeah.
So how his story operates is that as he is a zombie
God
apocalypse
damn.
merchant, he has to get a license through the system before he is allowed to purchase from the system product. In this
Right.
case, so he has to get a tier 1 alcohol license. But to unlock
Right.
the tier 1 alcohol license, he needs to first have a tier 2 medical license. Or a tier 1 medical license or whatever, right? Basically, prerequisites, he can't just go immediately to the heavy ordnance license. He has to first get like
And how's he
chemistry
getting
and then guns
those
and
starter
then, yeah.
licenses?
So he does get a starter license when he entered into the plot line.
Right.
The initial first license, and I believe he picked food, the tier 1 food license. And so what he has to do is he said he has to pay a flat fee of, for this ration bar, it will always cost 30 credits.
Right.
So he has to figure out a way to buy the ration bar at 30 credits, but resell it for 60 credits,
More.
so 50 credits.
Yeah, whatever.
Or the
Or
equivalent, yeah.
stuff worth an amount equal to 30 credits, which I assume he can just go, aha, I got 300 bottle caps. That's 20 credits or whatever the fuck.
Right, I'm using credits as a universal.
Yeah, no, I get it. I'm just making
but
sure I understand.
It is, it was tuned to his world. So because he went to Last of Us, all the prices were priced out in stamps, food stamps from the military. But yeah, so then he can take in those food stamps. They get converted to merchant credits. He can then spend the merchant credits on buying back the food stamp to send it to someone else. So if, he gets paid 150 food stamps, he can give someone change of 5 food stamps, even though he was never given 5 food stamp.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's an equivalent exchange there. So
Yeah.
he doesn't lose any money on that conversion. But he has, he has prices he can't adjust internally, so it's not like he could do a 75% off sale, because then he would just be losing money.
Yeah.
But he has to purchase new licenses. He has to, I believe he's had other requirements of like, you need to be a tier 2 merchant. What does it take to be a tier 2 merchant? Well, first step 1 is you need to have a tier 1 license and a tier 1 base. And now, to get a tier 2 base, you need to find a defensible merchant location. And he can't just declare anywhere a merchant location. It has to be a spot that people would go to in their minds as a place to buy things.
Right. So he's in a mall. People will go to a mall to buy things. He's in the market section of the Survivor Town. People will go to the market section of Survivor
or
Town.
a back alley, but then that would be like a tier 0 merchant location, because it's like unsecured,
unsafe,
shady, unsafe.
Yeah.
And so yeah, and he has this system going there. So my idea for the prestige system was either, he turns in the licenses for prestige points, which would let him skip requirements or something like that, or he could use it for, like I said, the exotic store, where he's able to buy basically out of context problems.
Yeah, I think the exotic store is not bad.
Yeah.
So
It's
I would
also
say you could.
actually getting a profit is also a problem in certain worlds, because like if there's certain things that are more valuable, even if it's basic in certain worlds compared to others. Like
Right.
Last of Us is only 20 years gone. There's still some things you can find. You go to Fallout. Will the people you're trying to sell to even be able to buy the basic shit you're trying to sell?
Yeah, of
That's
course.
another thing.
Well, yeah, you just have to price it correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, so here's what I would say. First off, you could put a time limit on when, like, you have to be in the world for 30 days before the tier 2 licenses, or right, make it like you have to survive for 2 months in the world before the tier 2 licenses unlock. So you can still have an
Well, he's already
initial.
settled it. So as far as that goes, he's already
Oh, okay, okay.
settled. Because he's already nearly done with the first world. So what he's
I
trying to
see.
figure out is how to go into the second world without already having everything unlocked and it just being a raffle stomp in terms of
Right.
being able to set up a location, being able to sell items, instantly earning the favor of any local faction by suddenly being able to produce guns, ammo, and medicine.
Right.
And so that's why I'm saying, like, he could
Ooh,
do a
that's a loud
percentage
ass.
based where it's easier for him to unlock the shit he's already unlocked.
Yeah.
So it's not so much of a slog to get there again, but at the same time, it gives him the opportunity to still have to rebuild everything. He could do the prestige point system. He could do the
Yeah.
exotic store. And you could even make the exotic store be like, this formula, merchant use only, is guaranteed to give you infinite lung from like Saints Row 2. Remember that?
Yeah. I mean, the other thing you could do it like, well, you said he's already sorted it, so, but yeah, like you could do the exotic store. The other thing you could do is like you could give him sort of a prestige system, but if you wanted to make things a little bit more like, be like, if you go out into the world and find 100 bottles of alcohol, you don't have to pay us. Put like a scavenger light system in.
See, that's the other thing, is that he can't sell things to the system without certain prerequisites. So he tried initially to sell things to the system, and some things that were genuinely valuable, he would be only getting 10% of their value because he scavenged it versus someone selling it to him. And
Okay.
the way he can get around that is by creating what he can now do is called questing. He can basically take a blue slip that he has to invest into to create and say, gather me X, you get Y as a reward,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
and
So yeah, become
he
a
gets a
questing.
payout from those getting completed.
I see. You bring me 100 bottles of beer. I give you 6 assault rifles, and the system gives me 200 credits. I'm just making bullshit up.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
then
mean,
those bottles of beer, because they were gained from a quest, he didn't have to pay for them, but also he can sell them to the system for at a buyback price, effectively.
right. And he can sell them at the buyback price because he obtained it merchantly.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it works. I'm not going to sit there and say it doesn't work. But yeah, I mean, there's no matter how you do a system like that, unless you put abysmally slow progression in, or you send them to constantly escalating worlds, it's doomed. Like it's doomed from the start. Like you would have to start off in like the least threatening, slow. Like you'd have to
What do you
start
mean
out
is The
in
Last
like.
of Us?
Well, no, I was gonna say a Romero movie. Like start in a Romero movie, right? Just slow, gambling, stupid.
Which is what The Last of Us is.
No, but like The Last of Us has like they can go fast and stuff. Like I
No,
would say,
the Last of Us has a handful of mutations.
yeah,
That would
I
be
would
a
say,
real problem.
Stalkers,
When
clickers.
clickers hear something, oh boy, they move.
Okay,
yeah, I was gonna say,
okay.
I know The Last of Us has a couple. Like I
Then
would
there's the
say, like in
giant
terms
ones
of
that are rare,
stepping
but
stuff,
they exist.
like I would
Right,
go
right.
like Romero movie, The Last of Us, then Left 4 Dead.
Well, see, the
then
reason
you'll
why he wanted to do Last of Us first is because he wanted to gain a cute and funny companion.
get that fucking anywhere, you idiot.
No, specifically a cute and funny companion of the 4chan variety.
Look, I haven't touched The Last of Us, so I don't know the joke.
Ellie,
Is it?
13.
Oh,
The-
okay.
The
Yeah, okay. So he
13-year-old
wants
you
Ellie. Okay,
escort.
Jesus. Yeah, sure.
But how is
Yeah,
it
'cause
doomed? It's doomed because eventually you're going to get to the point where you're an out of context problem, even without having to have personal power on your hand. Because if
Yeah.
you can just show up to a situation and be like, hey, if you pay me X amount of money, I can sell you an assault rifle with fucking 1,000 bullets. And in a situation where, say, ammo is super scarce, and you now have a factory fresh assault rifle in your hands with 1,000 fucking bullets, that changes a lot of things.
Yeah, imagine a dude shows up in Stalker and
Right.
says, I can give you 1,000 bullets for a couple for a broken for a mostly destroyed radiation suit. Or whatever,
Well,
right?
maybe
However
not a
he
mostly
can
destroyed
arrange it.
radiation suit. Maybe like
I-
a
Oh,
common, an
okay.
uncommon artifact.
Yeah, you give me
I
an
think
uncommon artifact, I give you 1,000 bullets.
I think the better comparison here is you go from playing Resident Evil 2 on the hardest difficulty to now you're just chilling in Black Ops Zombies, working
Yeah.
your way to round 100.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the
Or,
level of
or
difficulty
honestly,
that you've just reduced.
even maybe possibly a better way to put it is, if you've ever done New Game Plus on Dead Space, where you have a fully upgraded suit and a fully upgraded gun, and even on the hardest difficulty, you're just like, bang, ba bang,
Yeah.
bang,
Yeah.
bang.
Yeah.
And you're never gonna run out of ammo either.
Yeah, you have like 500 health kits in the inventory. You have infinite effective ammo in the inventory. You're good.
You'll never
you're
run out of
golden.
stasis.
Yeah. So it's not doomed in the classical sense of there's nothing that can stop you, because obviously if you're still normal Joe, then a Left 4 Dead tank showing up can definitely ruin your day. But if you have a gun license to buy a 50 caliber sniper rifle or a Modus and you just fucking blow that thing away, well,
Yeah, and like, oh, I went to Fallout. Cool, I've got T51B. Anybody who comes into my store, I'm going to T51B punch them in the face while their bullets plink off of me, because the guys coming to rob me probably didn't bring an AM rifle.
right, yeah.
It's
You'd
doomed
be
in the sense
surprised what
of
those raiders find out there, though.
But
that's
see,
true.
that's why I've
But
been
it's
trying
doomed
to.
in the sense of continuous escalation of you either
Right.
have
Well,
to.
I mean, continuous escalation is just the name of the game in any story.
I know, but the point is, this one's going to run into a very hard stop very quick. Either you start yourself in the lowest possible threat of a world with the most basic vanilla stuff, or by the time, right, he's going from...
Or you sign yourself. Yeah, no, that's what sign. That's so. By the way, everyone, to keep you updated because Sign's not here. Sign's story of the Diary of the Traveling Alchemist, Dota, where he, the self-insert, Sign, common sense man extraordinaire. Here's his card. Have you seen his badge?
I'm getting tired of seeing it.
Okay, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna have the AI generate a badge for him of
I
Common
already
Sense
have a
Man.
badge for him.
That
you dip it.
Yeah, true. But no, I'm making fun of his. So a common problem with Sign Stories is that he has his main character be Captain Common Sense, where he uses the power of common sense to win the day by just being common sensingly, and he common senses all over the place, and then common sensely wins because it's obvious, duh.
Yeah.
Even when the
And so
common
the
sense
problem,
is he's logic and not so common.
Several
sometimes.
times, unfortunately.
yeah, and so the problem is inside of Dota, and I warned him about this, and it happened anyway, and then I was right, and he was like, "You were right, Sneaky." Is
Sneaky's always right, unfortunately.
well, when it comes to stories, usually I'm like 99% of the time right. What ended up happening is he's approaching the end of Dota, and his character now has like rank 10 magic in dozens of subdomains and can buy all of the items, and he has like billions of dollars in the bank to purchase anything he wants from his merchant alchemy system. And basically any world he shows up in, he is going to be the equivalent of an Archmagus in terms of threat right off the bat. And he was like, "Well, how do I add tension back in?" I'm like, "Well, Sign,
You can't.
you don't. You can remove all of his powers in, again, the same sort of prestige system I'm describing here. But you have crossed that Rubicon. You are not going to have your character keep their powers and keep any sort of tension in the story. You have to remove the powers.
They either have to voluntarily give them up, or you have to Metroid them.
And
Those
he
are
did
your
this.
options.
He did it. And see, I actually had a pretty good idea for his system because his system is a Warlock gamer system, and by Warlock I mean there is a specific one single person who is the patron, and the patron just happens to be a crow-like entity who gained unimaginable power, and is now hiring humans to find shiny things for him. And the crow, I was like, well, you could just have the crow be like, okay, yeah, you've unlocked multiverse travel. However, I am going to be purchasing back all of your licenses for your magic at a incredibly fuck you rate because fuck you, I'm your patron. Fuck you. Have I mentioned fuck you?
I want
Here's my
shinies.
badge.
I want shinies.
Yeah. That would be a great one. That would be one that would work pretty well. But yeah, the issue with any kind of system like this is they get to the end, they've got all their cool merchant stuff, and yes, now they go into any world and they okay, cool, right? Let's just take this regular merchant, right? I assume they can get regular guns and alcohol and some medicine and whatever. Unless you're willing to send them into like Dark Tide,
right?
Any regular zombie apocalypse they go to is now solved.
Right, and that's sort of why I was trying to like navigate around with either a discount system or a prestige system,
Yeah,
or even
no, and I
combining
want to
them
be clear.
both.
I know you know this is for the rest of the people in the chat who are like, but how is it doomed? It's doomed
Right.
because you cannot put stakes in the story unless you voluntarily nerf your character.
And now,
whether
he did do a good job initially by putting stakes into the story by making the character actually be in the world, which means they had to deal with the monsters in the world. They had to actually create alliances. They had to pick a faction to effectively, air quotes, join. Maybe they didn't join the faction directly, but they still did enough for the faction.
They had to hitch their wagon to it.
Yeah, effectively,
Yeah,
right?
The more that this gets discussed, the more that this sounds like one of those series where this needs to be a series of shorts.
Yeah.
Maybe you follow the same character in a few shorts and a different character in another few, or you just make a different character every short. And you just do hop arounds in the timeline. Because that's the only way you can have fair stakes.
Well, I mean, that's
the stakes are
effectively
going to
how
have
it
to be
ends
for
up.
the world they're in.
Yeah, that's effectively how it ends up with most merchant stories. Like I said, it mostly ends up devolving into just the main characters of other fandoms show up whenever it's snippet time, and then you have the snippet occur, and then you go back to waiting for the next snippet to happen. And so it's not very satisfying narratively. overall. I mean, yeah, sure, in the moment, seeing the scene, it's like, oh, yeah, that was pretty nice. But there's no real overarching payoff with the central hub merchant fix because of the safety inherent to the merchant building that is multiversal.
Yeah.
And then Phoenix says, I refer to what I said earlier. Doesn't the premise make you stupidly overpowered beyond a certain point? Because one of the harshest limits of this setting is the scarcity, and being a transdimensional merchant removes that limit, or effectively removes it in the setting. Well,
Yes.
actually, the thing that breaks any merchant setting is the government. And why the government breaks that setting is only the government or any sort of government adjacent, such as a mega corporation, is capable of actually funding the merchant to cause the profit loop to escalate.
Okay.
And that's effectively what happened in Dota, and that's effectively what happened in the merchant story right now, is because he attached himself. I mean, again, fair. This is logical to attach yourself to the local government as a transdimensional seller of product. Because
Yes.
the government has an infinite fucking budget, effectively, and they will always find more money to give you for the things that they want. And the problem with that is that while it's a smart, common sense thing to do, it's effectively a cheat code.
Yeah. You have the money printer. You have told the money printer you can print the things they want in return for them printing money. So they will print money. Zombie
Jesus Christ,
apocalypse
these guys.
faction. You
Yeah.
require additional guns and ammunition and medical supplies. I will provide them at this cost. I have a supply that you've never seen me run out of, and you've never seen me get more. But I've never seemed to run out of them, and I'm selling them way cheaper than literally everybody else, and my stuff looks like it just came out of a brand new package.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, and fun. It's been a bit. I think some of the tier 1 stuff, like tier 1 alcohol, wasn't like, oh, this is a brand new bottle of Coors Light. It was like, oh, this is a
Bag one.
bottle of homemade beer in a used glass bottle that might have been Coors Light at one point.
I mean, that's fine.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is it's not always factory fresh, but some of it, I believe he does have access to factory fresh stuff, or
Sure,
close
but
enough
by
to
the
factory
time
fresh.
by the time tier 1 isn't for dealing with the government. Tier 1 is for dealing with the guys who will deal with the government and convince the
Right.
government that you're worth giving money to. Because, hey guys, this guy has a lot of booze. He's probably got a still somewhere in the back. If we let him in, we can get booze. It's not great booze. And the bottles aren't new, but nothing's new. So yeah, we'll take it. And then, oops, now I've got the tier 2 booze license. Don't worry, guys. I'm making a Glassworks or whatever. Like,
Well, the running gag joke thing is that he has people, and they are very good at getting what is needed if he can, air quotes, prove the desire for it. And so that's his on-running excuse about why he's able to pull near factory fresh stuff out of places of like, oh, I know people. They're running a factory out in Denver. Yeah, no, they're too far for you to check yourself, but you gotta believe me when I say I can contact them.
I
They
can
can get it
contact them,
here.
but I can get the stuff.
Yeah.
And that's when you eventually have the gag of, that place was nuked a year and a half ago. What are you talking about?
But yeah, I mean, it really depends on where you want to go next. In terms of how you want to handle the prestige stuff, because really, once you unlock the HQ, because that is his third arc, it was revealed to me because of the thing I pointed out. Is his third arc is going to be addressing the headquarters situation. Is basically once you unlock that, it won't really matter what world you go to.
Yeah.
In terms of
Mm.
the prestige system or however you're going to handle that. Um, so in the end, I mean, I think the exotic shop is probably your best bet overall in terms of handling the fact that you're going to be unlocking the HQ.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's probably the only real way to do it. Otherwise, yeah, some kind of nerf it, like you have to get X number of people to like you or something before we'll give you tier 2, or survive for X days before we'll give you tier 2, or like you said, a prestige system. That's really the only way to keep any kind of tension in the
Yeah,
system.
yeah. I mean, it could be locked behind sort of stuff like, oh, you can't sell tier 2 stuff out of a tier 1 base. Please, please acquire a tier 2 base before attempting to sell tier 2 things.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah,
basically
and that's
saying
another
like,
way
oh,
to do it.
you might have the license to sell factory fresh military grade hardware straight off the production line. But until you actually have, a fortified bank building with guards in it to protect you, that you don't qualify as a tier 3 seller. So you, even if you have the license for it, you can't just off the rack just start selling it.
Yeah. Yeah. But
That would
it
at
all,
least force
however you
him to
slice it.
be involved in the local politics.
Yeah. The issue is that however you slice it, voluntary or not, you have to nerf the character somehow. Which is, I know that's not what he wants to do, but like, you gotta do it somehow.
Sure, yeah. And if you want to address currency as well, because we might as well while we're here before we close out. If you want to address currency, you could have some sort of thing like he has all of these food stamp currency still, and he leaves Last of Us behind, enters into World 2, and he looks at his currency list, and it's still all in food stamps for FIDA or whatever the fuck that the military
Yeah,
branch
yeah,
that was
yeah,
still
yeah.
operating was. And it's like, oh well, I'm in Fallout now. No one's gonna take FIDA coupons. System, convert them to bottle caps. Error: conversion system offline. Please,
Yeah,
introduce native currency.
Mm.
it doesn't even have to be to do that. Like, you could just say, "Hi, we see you've left a world. You are not allowed to bring currency from one world. You're not allowed to bring currency of one world to another. Well, don't worry though. We'll buy your currency back at half rate."
Well, no, because he's already had a 1-to-1 conversion up, as far as I
No,
remember.
like I'm saying, like have the system be an asshole.
Right. But
Like,
see, that's the other
make the
thing,
system.
is the system is not an asshole because there's no one running it right now. Like, it could have been an
Oh yeah,
asshole, but right now it's all
right.
it's
Because
running
there's a
off of
zombie
automated
apocalypse and there's no one
systems.
running it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And so it's not going to by default be an asshole to him. It just ends up being an asshole to him because, well, support's out for lunch forever.
Yeah.
Um God, that actually just harmed me, giving myself that mental image. Your manager's out for lunch, your peers are out for lunch, and support is out for lunch, but the automated system is still expecting you to TPM by the end of the day.
Yeah. Yeah, and I would say if the readers are in it for the slice of life, then yeah, honestly, I would say yeah, the exotic shop, and yeah, possibly even add on top of that as an incentive for them getting the exotic shop.
It
Put the tier limits. You are in the tier 0 store. You may not access the tier 2 shop. You may not access the tier 1 shop. Like, give your character excuses to interact with people and have that slice of life experience, right? They need to talk to people, befriend them, be in the world, live the world, however you
Right,
want to put it.
and see that's why that's one of the things I came up with for the exotic shop, of him like by prestiging out of the world, he unlocks the shop, but the shop requires exotic points to buy anything there, and how does he get exotic points? Well, of course, through commerce. He
Yeah.
must find something exotic to sell to the shop so he can get
Yeah.
an exotic point to redeem. And that
Yeah.
means he needs to go out into the world and find that world's exotic products.
Yeah. You want exotic points? You can't just sell me a bolter. You need to sell me a relic bolter.
Or an STC, or
However you want to do it, right? You can't just sell me any old suit of T-51B. You've got to get me the pristine Anchorage, Alaska suit or whatever.
yeah, the last Alaskan suit of T-51B armor.
Yeah.
Like, and then I made the joke as well that like he could see in the inventory things like cure for T virus, but it's grayed out in his system menu. Note sold out to
Yeah.
lore drip effectively. Hey, something might be going on here.
Yeah. And if you want to be if you want to be real funny about it, you could even have it go all stock purchased by X individual. Literally, give us the Castlevania quest line inside the shop, right? He's got to go clear the base. Give us the Resident Evil. Give us the Resident Evil entry. Hello, I am Professor Doot. I sure hope that I don't need all these vials of T-virus antidote that I am carrying, right? Merchant 23 bought all of the T-virus antidotes.
Right, yeah.
How
I mean,
strange.
there's tons of ways you could
there's
go
stuff
about
you can
it.
work.
Yeah. I'm not sign real. I'm fine with nerfing my character. Yeah, I know. I've read all of your stories. I know you're fine with nerfing your characters.
See, I haven't, so I'll probably go give this merchant one a look-see.
It's honestly good. It's one of his tamest stories, and it is very funny. There's really great lines in it. Like,
for it.
Yeah, I will. Or he can. But there's really great lines in it. Things like time to what was the time to exploit this prepubescent teen in the best way possible economically.
Mhm.
God damn.
Yeah, I've seen some of the quotes that get shared. It's like, you know what? I can't even be mad.
Yeah, yes, that commercial, the best kind of exploitable commercially.
Yes.
But yeah, despite Infantkis being apparently made out of 150% penis, well, only 100% penis now. He is a far better writer than Sign because his characters aren't 100% penis.
Unlike Silent Fox, whose character is 300% penis.
Well, see, the thing is, though, is that penis with a brain, because there's enough story in there that can offset the porn. Sign does not put enough story into his story without the porn.
Yeah, not without someone else holding the reins.
Sign's that fucking horse that keeps trying to eat. It's like, no! Gotta go! Come on! Hip!
The rat poison.
No!
Stop eating the rat poison.
Drink, you damn horse! We have 15 miles to go! But yeah. No, it is good. He is good I believe in him wherever he's going with this. And as I said before, you know, of course, I'm pretty sure everyone here is open for it. But you have access to the writer corner here on this server as well. I know we are not as populated as Sign's server, but everyone here on the writer corner has actually written things, unlike a
We're also
majority of
just-
the people on Sign's server.
I would say I'd also like to imagine that we are, as a general lean, less stupid.
One would hope, yes. But also on top of that, I would hope after doing this for nearly 10 years that we're somewhat proficient about avoiding
Yes.
holes. But yeah, you know, of course, just if you want us to look at the idea, if you want us to give suggestions, you know, just always ask us. No
Yeah.
problems with that.
Honestly, working with someone who's intelligent and capable of listening is a breath of fresh air compared to what we usually get on this show. So,
Right. All right. Yeah. Take care and fun. You have a good one. All
Have a good
right,
night.
everybody. We'll see you on Tuesday. Happy America Day. But remember, there's always more